Start recording. We're good to go, boys.
Oh boy.
Alright, let's check out this screen crawl, see what we got in store for us today.
Misadventurer's trick. Misadventurer's trick. You need possession. Possessive nouns.
Another excellent song choice, Paul. Really liked it.
Thank you.
Pretty funky.
Yeah. We got a very Galaxy of the Guardians vibe going on now. I like it.
Galaxy of the Guardians.
Galaxy of the Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Galaxy of the Guardian.
Okay. You have all reboarded the Crate Fang, set sail from Coruscant, in the hopes of letting go of several things from the past, apparently. And to that extent, you may all take some time to recuperate and RP a little bit about your recent endeavors.
Nice.
Paulus, could I do the quick roll to see if I could pick up that one or both weapons before we depart?
You want to risk buying those on Coruscant?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Coruscant is the biggest marketplace, but also on the flip side of, well, let's just go for the special thing I'm planning on doing with Bruiser. Because I do have
materials for that.
Come again?
You want the materials for that?
Yeah, because I don't have the weapon on me.
Oh, which weapon is it?
It's the it's the vibro.
And is it restricted?
No, it's not.
Okay, what's the rarity?
Baked
Okay.
Yeems.
2 purples on a negotiation check. 2 purples.
Oh, are we still on course? Huh?
Mike just wanted to get
I was just gonna grab something real quick.
All right. I'm assuming there would be a bigger risk for whatchamacallit, for if I was going to do a black market, right?
Depends, but yeah, generally
Okay.
It's
speaking.
kind of like a high risk both ways right now.
Okay. Well, this is 1 green, so yeah. Nice.
You're unable to find it, but
Okay.
I will let you try again if you wish. However, it will come at the cost of a. If you generate any threat, I will have someone find you, but you can
Okay.
reroll if you wish.
I mean,
What is
I'd like
Repo's
to.
prime directive?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd like to, but I don't think Repo would take the risk. I think it would be too much. I mean, he is kind of a very identifiable individual, so he'll.
Where's your acquire elite loots directive?
I do still have that spare part from Ricker, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have about, I think I said 3,000 of the 4,000 crate cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have gotten the new thing and then the smaller new thing.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I need to plug that in. I don't, for flavor wise, Paul. I'm not gonna do it until Bruzo actually shows up.
Yeah. Because he'll have
just
to
for
make the roll to put the arm in. Yeah.
Okay.
Double
Oh, I
the
see. You
spare.
wanted the weapon, so you could hopefully put that in there. Well, why don't you re-roll because Coruscant is core world, so the rarity modifier of -2 will make it 1 purple. So you can roll negotiation again with 1 purple.
Okay. All right. 1 green, 1 purple. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Not as lucky day.
Let's go ahead and roll destiny and obligations.
I got a cap in.
Just for clarification though, Paul, like even if I don't get the weapon, I could still build the compartment to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
yeah. I'll let
Okay.
that happen.
Okay.
Assuming he gets the roll that he
I
needs.
mean, of course.
Yeah.
Roll the destiny. Oh boy.
Destiny.
Paul has to clear it, I think, first.
So I generate a light side die, which. Oh, clear it.
Clear it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh boy.
Alright. Use
So-
that side.
And he generates 1, so we have 2 and 3.
Okay.
Not that bad. Could be worse.
And roll obligations if you guys haven't already.
How many of
Mine,
those
I
do I
Did not
have?
trigger.
Obligation. I already have 2 hunteds now.
Oh boy. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay,
Excuse
no,
me,
we're fine.
3? Oh,
Repo's been a busy boy.
apparently. That's a low number.
It is, but neither of them triggered.
Nice.
Okay. Alright.
Lexi's just chillaxing right now by the holo chessboard instead of in her room.
And do you have anything to ask
User
or
joined your
speak
channel.
to Lexi
Like
about vis-a-vis Darkseid or her involvement with the Empire? Especially now that you're a let's say Paragon, so to speak, your character feels more in tune with the Force.
Yeah.
Vengeance. That's funny, Brandon.
Thanks. Yeah, no,
Bruzo, roll your obligations.
roll,
Do I have to
roll
add
your.
anything to it?
Anything to what?
The application?
No, I think it was yeah, I reduced it a bit from when you got interrogated, so you're good. Okay.
Nice.
I think. Thank Jesus.
Um,
I don't know if I could go through that again.
is Lexi sitting where Lexi's sitting?
Yeah, she's chilling in here instead of her room for once.
Alright. Repo just clonks by.
Clank, clank, clank. You do see Repo holding an arm as he brushes past you.
Nice.
Not his one that he had ripped off, but a new one.
Where do you steal it from the? Ben will sit down next to Meme Lord 9000.
Nice. Sup, buddy?
Hey,
How you feeling?
well, better now that we don't have to deal with the Zan anymore.
Oh lord, those guys were pains in the asses, weren't they?
Indeed. Just doing people's dirty work is not exactly the best of times.
Not exactly. Especially when it involves the stuff that we had to go through.
Indeed. Lexi, I'm curious. Since you know about your past now, is your... How much do you remember exactly?
I remember, well, a great deal more than I did. I don't remember much of what happened later on in my life, specifically right
So-
when I lost my memory. But my past, my very early past, it's pretty clear to me right now.
So, did your parents actually die?
Yes, they're dead, but not in a rebel attack.
I knew it.
You hear Russo shouting over the comms.
I knew it.
Um,
My
Brandon, can you get on Steam so I can message you some stuff?
Yeah.
well, I suppose I could tell you
Hold on.
what happened to them if you'd like.
I'm interested to know.
Well, I guess I should probably start in the beginning. So, my parents weren't very happy with the Empire. I don't think they were ever happy with the Empire. I was born on Zeltros, but when I was 1, my parents moved us to a nearby moon. I think you might have heard of it. It's called Antar 4.
Do I know of
User
Antar
disconnected
4?
from your channel.
Also, Rip.
Yeah, you would have heard of this.
Out of character, what happened on Antar 4?
It was a base for separatist, whatchamacallit? The separatist movement. And, like,
User joined your
a
channel.
year after. I'll explain it in character.
Yeah.
instead.
Alright.
My parents were like me. They were anklet chime dancers. So that part of me is still accurate. I mean, you saw how I dance. Like, my skill is definitely not faked, right?
I will give that to you, yes.
They
Yes, that's good.
they were separatists, so they moved to Antar. I can't remember what year it was. But Antar had recently come under control of the separatists. So we moved over there because we felt, I guess, safer there. There was a general who had a base there at least. I don't think I could possibly remember his name, but he was a count, I remember. They used to dance in his court. I don't think he ever watched them, but that's how we made our living.
Count.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll a check to see if that immediately comes to mind. Unless I would have no idea.
How old are you?
What is my age in this? Where is my age? There it is. 30. That's what it was when I started.
So he was.
Yeah, you've heard of this.
Okay. I'll say, count. The count that I can think of is Dooku.
I guess that would have been him then. I don't know. His name wasn't very relevant to me. I was only like 4 when this happened.
Of
But
course.
he was a very intriguing man. He moved with presence. I remember sneaking in to watch him while my parents danced. But that's beside the point. A few years later, once the Clone War began to heat up, there was a raid on Antar. And my father was killed by a monster. And that was my first taste of the Jedi. That was the first time I killed someone.
The Jedi killed your father.
Yes. Then I killed him. That was when the Force woke up in me, at least. I choked him to death.
Jesus Christ.
It was very strange and conflicting, and my mother, well, she broke when she saw the Force in me. She almost went mad. You see, when she was little, 8 years old, about, her sister was taken by the Jedi from her. Bunch of child thieves. So we went into hiding. My mother kept teaching me how to dance. All while the war raged around us. And finally it ended, but that wasn't the end of our trouble. A year after the Empire took over, I think you've heard of this. Have you heard of the Antar atrocity? I'm sure you have. It wasn't really. It's big news, I guess. The Empire pretty much just came down and executed everyone on the planet. Well, technically Moon, I guess. It was a massacre. All because Xantar was part of the Sis. But that's when I was found by the Empire, and they took me in. After my mother. Yeah.
Ben's gonna kind of look down a bit, and he's gonna say, I didn't realize how much you'd gone through.
It was rough. It was a rough time, but the Academy helped me. The Academy taught me how to use my tools.
I'm surprised that you aren't Force users normally made Inquisitors.
I wouldn't even go near those dogs.
It isn't usually a choice.
Yes. Well, I don't know really what happened. I was young when I was given to Imperial intelligence, but I suppose it has to do with innate beguiling nature in Zeltrons. Very easy to infiltrate. And the Force only helped me. But no. The Inquisitors are monsters. They're almost all of them were Jedi, and I would have no part working with them. The Jedi that were child thieves, the Jedi that killed my parents. No, I wouldn't have anything to do with them. I'd rather die than become an Inquisitor.
But what about a Jedi?
But,
Yeah, me too.
What was I gonna say? I would have thought that the notion of revenge would have driven you to ignore that. The Inquisitors are the ones who hunt the remainder of the Jedi.
Then once a Jedi, always a Jedi. It's in their nature. I'd kill each one of them if I had the chance. Anyway. That's how I became an adjustment. And I guess now, this is how I lost my adjustment position.
I suppose it is.
Meanwhile, across the ship, banging on a door that is clearly open, Repo walks into the workshop, holding his
Bang.
arm aloft.
Banging on Risky's head.
Ting, ting, ting. No. He will be holding a new arm. Bruzo.
Parts for a new arm.
Yeah.
Part of parts for a new arm.
Yeah. The
Hey, wait.
students received these in the last exchange with Rigor.
When you say received, where'd they come from? You can be honest with me.
As payment from the last job. As
Is my-
a reward for
It's not working.
Damn it.
job done.
Well,
This
that's
unit
cool.
is wondering if you could attach and possibly modify for secondary purpose.
You know, they either offered me this arm or they offered me 20 gallons of Mountain Dew and, you know, how...
What?
20 gallons of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, we can hop up on the repulsor clamp. Let's see what we can do.
Repo has about 4,000 credits of the 5,000 needed in order to make a cybernetic appendage.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Looks like
So
Repo-
if Repo or someone else would like to put in the rest of the credits, you also have 700 credits worth of salvage.
I'm gonna need to take apart 300 credits worth of your body to build this arm.
Oh, actually, Paulus, could he use his old arm for parts?
Try to salvage it? Yeah, the rules
300 credits?
for salvaging. Just
Come
checking
on,
real quick.
baby.
I highly doubt it, Brando. Are you kidding? Repo's a pile of junk.
Come on, baby. I think I'm gonna restart TeamSpeak again.
User
Wow.
disconnected from your channel.
Well, man.
Salvage. Where the salvage? Rules.
Ding. I mean, he has two little nostrils, right? He could technically have a nose.
But are nostrils the same as a
Other than-
nose?
Guess-
Hmm.
User
Huh?
joined your channel.
I mean, if you go for the whole, nothing.
Does Bruzo have a nose?
I think his
Of course.
entire face. I think his entire face is a nose.
Yeah, no,
Let's be real.
we've got slits.
Is that
Cool.
a nose?
Cool slits.
Or are those just nostrils?
So I can't find it. I will have you make a mechanics check to try and salvage parts from the arm. The difficulty will be. So the difficulty would be 2 purples. If you
I
have
make that-
anything,
Check or Rebo makes the check.
you will make that check. If you have
Okay,
anything that boosts you in salvage specifically, that
No.
would be good now.
Nothing. But I've got a Hydro Spanner. Get that +1 advantage.
Okay.
Oh, and can I have right tools for the job? Well, salvage? Do I have right tools for salvaging?
You are in your workshop, which I
They have
think
a
gives you
fusion
right
cutter,
tools
too.
all the time. So yeah.
I've got a fusion cutter, a toolkit, another toolkit.
Impulsor clamp.
Yeah, with the
Also,
workshop,
yeah.
you'll have right tools. Also, yeah, I have put in a little thing that will
Holy pup.
suggest to you things that you can spend your advantage and successes on. Additionally, it will only show you options for which you have the requisite stuff. So if you only roll 1 advantage, it'll only show you options that work with 1 advantage.
Wow!
That's
Um,
really
Oh, that's
cool.
really cool,
So
actually.
this should be pretty cool. Yeah, I can't take credit for this, but I did implement it in the thing, and we'll see how it goes.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, now, Brown
Um,
Cow.
I will say you can salvage. You want 300 credits for that? I'll say you can salvage probably 400.
Okay. And disadvantage, grant blue on checks when using the repaired item. Can I get another blue to my check to use the parts to build another arm?
Sure, yeah.
Paul should
Cool.
use a couple dark side points to upgrade that difficulty.
Whoa, now.
Yeah, Paul, you should just drop all your dark side points right now.
Yeah.
On us repairing Repo,
Upgrade
the
it
least
4
important thing we're gonna do this
times
session.
to make a new arm for him.
Give him like all the bad buffs. Yeah.
Oh my god. Using this arm will make you lose 3 strain and one,
Every
and one
maneuver.
And a
Okay.
wound.
Can I try to build the arm now?
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna
As you
deduct some
Hit
of the
yourself in the
salvage.
face after every action.
I do have a. Yeah, where is it? This is constructing a new item, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Nice. Add another blue.
And this will be a daunting mechanics check, so 4 purples
Oh,
to
wow.
construct a cybernetic.
Daunting.
Don't. Oh, you have 5 int.
Yeah,
Oh, you got the dedication. Nice.
against
Is that the highest you can get? with
Probably
just
Paul's
dedication?
wishes.
What? No, I think the 5 int. I think that works perfect for Purrgil.
Yeah, because that's like his
Jesus.
thing.
He's a genius.
I will, for the lulz, I will
Ayy.
spend one.
Hey.
Wait, how many times do I upgrade it?
On the bad side, just upgrade it once.
Here
Okay.
comes
Here comes
the
the
despair.
Yeah, just for the
I'm gonna,
Just for the
I'm gonna
potential.
intense focus this for you, Mike.
Oh, God bless.
You're welcome. Taking 1 strain. And then, so can I have a blue from the advantage, a blue for my inventor skill, and then a blue for tools for the job?
Yes,
Okay, that all sounds. And then daunting's 4 or 5?
4.
Okay, I'm ready.
4 and then upgraded once on the bad side.
You
Yes.
ready?
Alright, hit it!
Let's see it.
Yeet on him.
Yes!
Oh, to the
Kidding me.
Okay.
I love
Do you have
it.
anything that can cancel despair? Do you have any like talents that can cancel that?
No, inventor's the only thing, and it just removes black or adds blue.
This should be interesting.
Oh, we did it for the memes, boys.
That means- So I want you to check the crafting guide on page 13 of the crafting guide.
Oh crap. New link? Yeah, I don't have it up. I need to save this. I need to save this to my Dropbox and not just like.
Just use the drive.
No,
Oh, do you have it on
try.
your
I haven't
drive?
put it in the drive yet. Here, I'll just. It'll be quicker for me to just put it in the map.
Man.
Some of these I have put in the rules reference,
Well,
Ooh.
it is
but only
raining-
for
Oh,
the
pop.
players for whom it's
Relevant.
relevant.
That's kind of
Though
cool.
I didn't put this one in yet, so I'll just put it in the map right now.
Nice.
It's pouring. In space.
Got some of those
Oh,
space
Did it
clouds.
start raining over by you?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it hit us like a couple hours ago, so I guess that makes sense for you.
Hit us with that yeet.
yeah.
It hit me a little bit.
Practice makes perfect.
Really cool.
Okay, what do we got?
So
Fortunately, you
what
don't
he was
have-
looking for was the inbuilt weapon.
Oh no.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure Bruiser would have recognized this as he's building it.
Oh my gosh. At least you didn't get 2 despair.
Yeah, that would have
That's-
been
1 strain. Haunting you forever.
Paul, what are you gonna use the despair on?
I'll let you pick the advantage first.
Okay. Oh,
only
man, that's
2
too many
advantage. That's
successes.
on
Now this said, obviously, Mike, you can make another arm to try and go for that again, the inbuilt weapon again.
right.
Or we
But
could,
it is kind of a difficult, like it's purposefully hard to get the 4 advantage or the.
Right.
Oh wait, you get an automatic advantage, don't you, from the
Yeah, so I should have 3.
3? So
But then,
close.
So wait, does it mean that he did build the inbuilt
Yeah.
weapon, but something is terrible about that happened, or
No, 'cause I don't have
He needs
inbuilt
4
needs
to like
4.
even do it.
Okay, all 4 advantage. Okay.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay,
got a bunch of
success.
successes.
That's right. I forgot it's advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Ugh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm surprised isn't a triumph. Well, I guess triumph.
Oh,
I mean,
dang, that double triumph though. Ion shielded? That's pretty That's pretty busted.
Yeah, that's really nice. I'm going to spend the despair on difficult to install.
Oh, I was thinking about spending the advantage on tailored. Does not require a check to be installed in that being.
You
But I
could, I
think-
mean, you could also talk to Repo and see what he's interested in as you're building it.
Yeah, I think
It's like a hairstylist.
the
as
repo. Do you
their-
want any? I'm not gonna give you something to kill with, cough because I can't. But would you like any tools or anything built into this?
A interface would be excellent. Like a room for like a scanner or
Comlink.
comlink would be pretty nice.
What would be right tools for the job?
Yeah, so this is basically, this one here is like, you have something that helps with a specific check, specific task,
Okay.
and will count as right tools for the job, so you get a blue whenever you
Okay.
do stuff related to that check.
what do you do besides kill things?
I am excellent at physical.
He plays Hollow Chess. Give him an integrated tool to play Hollow Chess better.
Integrated
Ooh,
button pusher.
I like install like a dictionary or something, something to make him like
It-
smarter.
It can only be general skills, I think it says, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so no education.
So, for example, you could have like some sort of mechanical tool for mechanics. You could have like a little
Could have something that boosts athletics somehow.
medicine, athletic. So athletics, it would be something like, I don't know, like a,
A
Excellent.
grappling hook or something.
well, but that's like an actual weapon
Oh,
that you
yeah.
have to
like
get the
something,
weapon
something
to
that will
the
help a skill. So,
Well, athletics
actually,
is like
Purrgil,
strength.
as you're attempting to piece this together and help out Repo, like put it on, Repo will begin asking you questions about mechanics and how certain pieces and why certain pieces are put together.
Well, the knee bone is connected to the thigh bone, and
This is useful information. Perhaps would be excellent if I learned how to self-repair in case of emergency. More or less, I'm asking for mechanics.
some kind of mini mechanics tool built into the arm.
I know just what I want to do. I want
A buzzsaw.
So he has like a big like manly hand, but then like
Yeah, like this new arm.
his fingers come apart to make little like precise tools.
Yeah.
One's like a screwdriver, one's like another thing.
It's a multi-tool build,
Nice.
Yeah, his hand's a multi-tool.
It's like a Swiss Army knife, except in his
Okay.
hand.
except without the
or
knife.
it's like Frankie. There's a tiny hand that comes out of his big hand.
Yes, exactly, like Frankie.
Okay.
Is that okay, Paul?
Yep.
And then
So-
practice makes perfect to get a blue on the check to install the arm. I think is the third advantage.
It'll be the next mechanics check, which would be to install it, yeah. So, let's do that installation check first, just in case it doesn't, just in case it doesn't work. Do I have, I thought I put this in here.
Yeah, inbuilt weapon. What are weapons that are encumbrance 2 or lower?
Oh, trust me, there's a lot.
I guess
A micro rocket.
I actually didn't look into explosives, but I imagine there's
A wrench. A wrench is one.
Alright.
Three purples on a mechanics check.
And then upgraded once for the thing, for the despair.
Yes. No, increase the difficulty means you just add a purple.
Okay. So just 3 purples.
4 purples.
4 purples.
So it'd normally be 3, but it's plus 1.
500.
Now this would normally be a medicine check for an organic, and if you're installing a cybernetic on yourself, it increases the difficulty twice.
But
Wow.
it's not an organic.
It's not an organic, so we do a mechanics instead. And it'll be 4 purples, 3 plus 1 from the difficult to install.
He's a mechanic.
Repo, you owe me, because I'm gonna intense focus again. And then 2 blues this time, just for tools and the advantage.
2 blues this time.
Yep, and how much strain do you take from the intense focus?
It's 1 every time.
Okay,
And I'm at 2.
your workshop actually reduces, because you built the plants, you added that, I
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
called Memories
nice.
of Home or something like that. It reduces all strain gain in the workshop by 1.
Oh, so I can just intense focus for free forever.
I think it might be, I think it actually might be by 1 to a minimum of 1. But for now, I'll say yes, you can just get rid of that strain.
How about I take 1 strain for the 2 intense
Yeah, that's fine.
focuses? Okay. Let's barter so that don't get cucked later.
Oh.
Oh, just barely, okay.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
It is installed.
Oh, and then +1 advantage for the tool.
Okay, so you can recover your strain.
Nice.
So, Repo, what I'm going to have you do is go to inventory, item inventory,
Okie dokie.
Just boost
and
this-
we're going under cybernetics.
Okay.
We're going to add a cybernetic appendage. You could say cybernetic arm
Okay. Yeah.
instead. The cost is 5,000.
5,000. Okay.
Rarity's 5.
5.
And so that will give. So go ahead and put like a mechanics tool, and then also you can choose to get +1 brawn or +1 agility.
This will be agility, actually.
Okay.
Whoa.
So put +1 agility in that box, and then up your agility by 1.
Where's your
Thanks, tool. Nice.
agility now?
Yeah. I realized something that I'd like to do for him eventually.
Let him
Nice.
shoot guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay.
Like Thumper.
Yeah, actually will allow me to start getting gun lessons for Thumper.
Nice.
All right.
Thumper's real good with guns. Got like 3 greens.
A whole 3.
Bridget, would you like to attempt to build 49er?
Oh boy.
Yes. Oh wait, I don't have any. I don't have credits for it.
You don't have credits for it.
Oh yeah, he only has 100 right now.
Could you pull
Well,
some
I could
with
build
other?
a monotask. I could build a monotask chassis.
Oh, no.
And then,
no.
like start 49ers
Oh.
small, and then they can like upgrade him as we go.
Well, you can't upgrade the chassis though, so he'll be stuck with like garbage stats.
But I could take him out and put him back in.
Oh.
Tear off his head, put it on another chassis.
It's messed up.
Okay, so we'll hold off on that for now, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's gonna watch the ship? Oh well.
Thumper.
No.
Risky tugged at your sleeve. Says, "Should we tell him?"
Let's go talk to Ben and Lexi
Then
first.
Thumper's gonna be alone on the ship, and then he's gonna get assassinated like Drac.
Hold on.
Oh man.
Can I just keep talking to Ven for a sec?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just wanted to finish up what I was gonna say.
But I'm gonna listen at the door.
Okay.
So softly Thorian bellow through the door.
Well then,
Good
okay.
Breathing. is
Brandon,
the mind.
please.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Like a
weird.
windstorm.
Well
Oh,
then.
I know what it is.
Sorry, we have gale force winds within the ship.
Seriously.
Somebody needs to crank down that air filtration. Go to overdrive.
Really hot out.
Oh, you think it's hot?
Oh no.
It's 88 degrees right now in my house.
I'll
the
give
AC
you
is
a
still broken.
lesson in solar energy. Renewable solar energy.
Anyway, go ahead.
Alright. Well then, now that you know all that stuff, I do want to warn you. My controller, you heard her voice probably on the comm.
Was it the Black Sun?
No, no, completely unrelated. I don't know what's happening there. Why Black Sun is involved in Imperial intelligence. It's a whole nother mystery to me. But my controller, her name is Xeris. She mission giver kind of thing. She works with the Ubiquitoriate. Something's different in Imperial intelligence. She was angry, a lot more angry than she usually was. And now that the mission, having chosen to not accept it, killing you all, that is, we're in a lot more danger. They're gonna send my teammates. They're gonna send Inquisitors.
The original Stardust Crusaders.
Well, they're gonna send Phantom Blood. They're gonna send Battle Tendency after us. They're gonna send Inquisitors, Ven. And I don't have my equipment to protect us. So
Then I'll say,
until
And-
I can get my lightsaber back, you're gonna have to handle that for us.
Ven will nod and he'll say, I'll do my best. But I
I-
think it's high time that we sought allies.
Just a little
And
bit.
just then, Bruzo rounds the corner. He does some finger snaps. He's like, "Guess who's in luck?"
Ben will turn around.
Lexi's gonna turn around too. Hey, babe.
Hey, in the market for some. Oh, I should round the corner.
This makes Risky look like he's running.
Yeah.
Risky is always running.
I mean, I feel like he probably would be, seeing that Repo's clanking right behind him.
You were
Hey,
saying?
you guys wanna get some allies? I've got a good source for that.
Are you gonna say rebellion?
I'm gonna say rebellion, yeah.
Oh, I'm probably more wanted now than most of the people in the rebellion, so why not?
Okay, I like.
They do seem like our best chance at surviving and fending off.
But I'm not gonna be happy about it. I'm just kidding, I will be. Your friends are my friends. Well, now they are.
Question:
I
Wouldn't
slam a paper
the
down on the
Rebellion
table.
have less resources than the Empire?
Most certainly does. But if we want to be safe from the Empire, they've probably got the most firepower on their side for that.
Repo will kind of look to Bruzo and just chances of survival are greatly diminished if we continue towards the rebellion.
It sounds like because of Lexi, our chances of survival on our own are probably not too hot neither.
I'm gonna have to agree with Bruzo on this one.
You'll actually see Repo with his new arm, like, reach up and kind of, like, mimic a gesture he's seen Ven do, which is, scratch the bottom of his chin, or rather his Thomas the Trank Engine. Great.
Thomas the Trank Engine.
You hear the screeching in metal. This is logical.
I
And
know.
it's-
I'm really smart.
And it's
Bruzo is
that-
really smart.
This
Then
is true.
Then it seems we have an agreement. Bruzo, do you have a contact or something?
Well, I don't, but I've gotten a request. Looks like there's some kind of secret Imperial convoy that a contact in the rebellion has some very sparse intel on. And we've been asked, if you're up for it, to infiltrate something called the Martel Station using cover identities. We're gonna get in touch with a rebel informant, and then with his help, we're going to infiltrate this top secret convoy. And hopefully from inside, we will sabotage it, commandeer it, and deliver it to the hands of the rebellion, thus earning their undying affection and probably a bunch of resources.
With little information, we cannot make a sound plan.
Well,
Paul,
for now,
would I know if this Perlman Hall exists? Like,
No.
No, didn't think so.
For
What
now,
information do we have?
well, we haven't been trusted with much, but once we get in touch with our informant, we should have the whole scoop.
Alright.
Sounds suspicious. Could be trap.
Do you have a better idea?
Negative.
Well, looks like we're doing it. And that's an
Came
order.
from our friend Sasha. Oh, does Repo follow your orders now too? Did somebody?
Oh no, I'm the
update
commander, so I stand up and like,
Oh, okay.
you know, that's an order.
Repo will
Repo.
look onto you squarely, and he will. Are you giving this as an order to a slave or a crew member?
Well, I don't think any of you are slaves to me.
This unit does have a designation.
Congratulations, Repo.
You'll kind of just shift his gaze back to Bruzo.
You all see he has a new arm. And Reaper, you want to describe how that looks?
Sure.
Spikes.
Spikes, black, metal. No, in comparison to the monstrous, hulking, Frankenstein-esque, oversized forearm of a limb that is on his left arm, his newer arm is actually much sleeker. The best way I can describe it is that it looks like it belongs to his body proportionally, where his left arm is just a monstrous hulking thing. It is much more covered in like a shell versus just the mess of wires and everything else that's on his left arm. And also has like a battle droid-esque hand, two large fingers and a thumb. It is a significant upgrade, and actually it's probably the best looking piece on him as of now.
Also, it has Bruzo's little like hammerhead tree symbol
Naturally.
does it?
on the back of the the shoulder where Repo can't see it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Also, you probably, actually, yeah, you I don't know if you'd see the mechanics tools just quite yet, but it looks much more sophisticated, as it should. I think that it came from Bruzo's modifications and that sort of thing, but regardless, it looks quite nice.
Well, your arm looks nice, Repo.
He'll kind
Try to not use it to kill me.
and look. He'll kind of like look up at it, pull it up to his face, and kind of examine it. Negative. Would not use to harm any of the crew.
Good.
Was attempting a modification for emergency, but need to look for more parts.
Well then, why don't we try to... Actually, no, Bruzo, you should do that. Could you go help Ven try to plot a course to Martel Station then?
Are
I
we
sure can.
departing now?
There's no reason to stay standing here when we've got this little thing here
Acknowledged.
waiting.
This unit will
gonna
be
reach
in
out.
the cockpit.
Well, now hold up, Repo. We've got business at this hollow chest either.
He'll kind of like he'll stop dead in his tracks, and his head will kind of almost do like a 360 spin. Is this a challenge, Repo, Bruzo?
Yeah, I heard what you did to Thumper.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna
I'm
go
glad,
to my
I'm glad we got the new arm taken care of.
crew quarters.
So you can
hang out
use
in
it
bed.
to lose.
You'll
I'll
see
make the
Repo-
astrogation checkers though.
Okay. Repo will immediately take his usual spot and place his clomp down into his his seat, preparing for battle.
Okay, the astrogation check will be 3 purples.
3.
This is a rather uncommon destination. It's a very small station in a kind of out of the way system. Okay, we'll take some time to fire up the
Oh,
engines
Jesus.
so you have enough time for a match.
Game of hollow chess.
Sweet. I've been googling the rules for hollow chess for a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There's
boy.
like an iOS app that they like made the actual game on,
Really?
but
Lamau.
I can't download it because my iPad's not new enough. Or
Yeah, I
like
know
a
it's
VR
on.
thing. I don't
I
know.
know it's on Tabletop Simulator.
Oh really?
Yeah, the official name is like Dejeric or something. To something.
Yeah.
One of these days,
Dejeric.
we gotta take an actual game into that because I want to show you guys how Repo plays.
Well, there's no rooks or pawns or knights.
All right.
So are you ready? I'm gonna do these education rolls.
Prepare for battle.
First move, Flyboy.
Hey Paul.
All right.
Just
Yes.
real quick. Is Gran like asleep in here, or what's he doing?
Yes.
Oh
So-
my
Alright,
god.
I want to slip the 1,500 credits that I got from the mission into his stuff.
Okay. Okay, let me.
And then Lexi cuddles
I
up with him
won't,
and like
um,
spoons him in bed.
Yeah,
I
no.
won't- I'll put it in her character sheet, but I won't tell her. So I would, because I'd invite you to like find a way to get her to figure that out. That
Yeah.
way, it's not me like ruining the surprise.
Yeah, no.
But I have put it in her character sheet, so if you ask her to like buy something or whatever,
Yep.
you should be like, "Oh, where did I get these credits from?" They can say, or not say. All right.
It's cause
So
of Drag's
Repo-
dead.
Repo, describe
Trying to bang
your style.
As usual, Repo throws his pieces at his enemy willy nilly. While he is using different mechanics to try to focus down certain pieces, it is still very aggressive in his style.
And Bruzo, how's your response?
I think Bruzo's go-to move is going to be something called the Hosnian Fork, where he lines up his Chlor Slug and his Mantelian Savret, and then he moves the Chlor Slug in like a diagonal pattern to where it's going to take a piece the next turn, but the Mantelian Savrip is now lined up to take another piece, so the other player has to sacrifice one.
Okay, and this goes extremely well for you with your 2 triumphs. So tell me how that turns into a victory.
So my Mantelian Savrip charges the field and destroys his whatever he has, and then it's in a position to corner his like. I don't think there's a king piece, but he's like cornering another piece while the Chlor Slug is still in position to take another piece. Because
Just
Repo didn't move it out of the way.
absolutely decimating my back line.
Absolute unit.
In all of the size of the Savrip.
Wait,
So
why
you-
did he
Repo,
roll
you are
Purple.
thoroughly. Oh yeah, roll 1 purple for me.
I mean, the triumphs
Me?
can't cancel out, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But
Right.
actually,
Just in case.
I don't think he can. Oh wait, no, you can get double.
Oh, did I roll 1 purple? Dang it.
Yeah, I was just gonna have Bruzo roll 1. It's fine. Yep. Okay. So Repo, you are thoroughly beaten.
Oh yeah.
Almost instantaneously.
It's
yeah,
clear to
right.
you how much
The Hosnian
better
Fork.
Bruzo is than Thumper.
Yeah.
By the sheer force of the Athorian bellow.
No, I thought I spent so much time coming up with my signature hollow chest move.
Repo will just be. You'll actually see him where normally he would just be standing straight and say "well played." You actually see him like lean back into his chair, into the bench as it seems that he's been completely blown away by the sheer ferocity of a well executed move. He looks up to Bruzo and says, "Well played, Bruzo. How do I improve?"
You gotta do some reading, play more, but probably do some reading.
I have performed many simulations with this game. However, I do not seem to be improving. Which book what is reading?
Rizzo like pulls up his data pad and pulls up a like copy of the Galactic Hollow Chest magazine or something, where he happens to be a guest editor. And like opens to the page where he wrote an article about his Hosnian fork, and just hands Rico his data pad.
I thought you were going to say he pulls out the Star Wars equivalent of a children's book.
So reading.
Darth Vader run.
Pulls out the Great Red Wall Feast, starts reading to Repo.
Oh man, I would love that. I've
Yeah.
never seen it. Can we have like a story time someday?
Oh man, yes, we have to.
May I hold the data pad?
Yeah, but I swear to God, if you break it, this thing is my life.
His new hand.
His outlet, his
he
creative
starts
outlet.
reaching with his big hand, looks at it, pulls it back, and reaches out with his smaller hand, as he examines and seems to scan. Paul, would Repo know how to read?
Yes.
I mean,
For the sake of, for a few things. But definitely because of your previous role, you would need to be able to read signs and stuff.
Okay.
yeah, I guess
Oh.
you don't really teach a droid how you can just program like a
Yeah.
like a dictionary and rules of
that's
grammar
true.
into his head.
Okay, but Repo will. I'll say he reads it slower because he's not the computer code that he's used to. It's actual like physical symbols in front of him, things like that. So eventually he does download complete. Bruzo, as he like hands it back to Bruzo. This was written by you, yes?
Oh yeah, boy.
Confirmed. Will continue to read. Do you have any other readings?
Palm readings.
Well, my inventory only contains the one data pad, but I'm adding.
You may have
guest
other
editor
things
for-
in your workshop.
I'm adding guest editor for Galactic Desert magazine to my bio and information.
Okay.
All right. How would I require more readings?
I can upload them to you later.
Affirmative. He'll stand up abruptly and start walking. Joining Ven in cockpit. Clank, 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 clank.
All right,
clank.
the ship jumps to light speed, and it's just a matter of a couple days until you
Wait, did
reach the
somebody do an
station.
astrogation check?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it wasn't very good.
Oh.
yeah. What are you checking there, Repo?
No, I'm just seeing if Repo would fall over when he jumps to hyperspace because he's making his way over to the cockpit.
Unless anyone has anything to do during the voyage, we'll jump to the station.
It's how long is the voyage?
Just a couple days.
I've got no scraps. I've got nothing to craft, so I'm good.
Same, I think. Oh wait. No, never mind. Well, maybe. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well,
Never mind.
what is it?
Nothing. It was just RP, but That's good. Don't have to do it right now.
Is Gran in a coma?
Gran's a bit tired because he is not used to these big cities. He's
He's a country
not
boy.
used to. Well, he's not used to Coruscant, which is very different from
Every planet.
Mandalore. Mandalore is not a place of vice, so much as it is a place of discipline and warfare. So it doesn't take long for you to arrive in orbit of the station. I'll go ahead and jump us there.
Ooh, it's circular.
It is. Pull up my notes.
Oh boy.
Paul, do we see like TIE fighters kind of like whirling
Yes,
around?
yeah, you do. Occasionally.
What if we managed to like hit a TIE fighter with the hook?
Rimduba 2 is a cold, gray world with nothing but microbial life and deep core mining operations. Its companion, Martel Station, is hospitable only by comparison. An aging orbital platform with a small Imperial garrison, a squadron of TIE fighters, and various Imperial officials. Its security should be fairly lax. As you approach, you receive a transmission from station control. Boop, boop, boop.
I'll kind of urge Bruzo to get into the comm thing, and I'll patch it through.
Yeah, did Pask send us our fake IDs? Were we
No,
getting...
you have nothing from Pask. Just what I sent you from
Got it.
that guy, and then what I sent you today.
Okay, I hop on the comms.
Corellian Freighter, we have you on our scopes. Please identify yourself and relay your business in Martel Station.
Then I'll kind of look at Bruzo expectantly.
I'm gonna cover the microphone and look around and be like,
It's probably a mute button.
I mute the microphone.
Lamau.
I didn't think about how we were gonna land at the station.
Wait,
If
you're saying we...
Paul, if I flip the Destiny point, can I, like, remember an old clearance code? Introduce a narrative thing?
Yes, I will say there's a risk that it could be too old because it's been a while. But yeah,
Hey, but the station's old.
I'd like to do that.
Oh man,
Okay.
we should have reached back out to our person.
alright, let me update the pools. Go ahead and tell me what the clearance. Go ahead and RP it.
Hello? This is the crew of the
Minox elbow.
Phantom Tendency. Our clearance code is CZ73.
Hold one moment.
Is that it?
You hear in the background.
Only 4 digits?
It's an old code, sir, but it checks out. Alright, Phantom Tendency,
That's correct.
please relay your business at the station. Your identification is cleared.
I look at Lexi and say, we're a contracted freighter delivering supplies to a remote station, landing here to pick up. Or something like that.
Okay, give me a deception.
Okay.
Well, I looked at Lexi to say it.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I'll say
She'll
that.
give me a deception against. I'll just use a
Bruzo's
random,
delivery would ruin it.
Just a little bit.
random one of these guys.
Bruzo's voice would crack, even though his like pitch is.
He'd have thrown bellow by accident.
Deception, 2 purples.
Alright, let me just see. 2 purples. 1, 2. Skills.
Are you kidding me?
We have no recorded timetable for freighter delivery. Are you associated with someone on the station?
Then I'll
Oh,
then I'll,
pup, they didn't.
then I'll kind of nod frantically, and as like mute the mic and say,
Do you think Pask is his secret code name kind of thing?
I don't know if that's a real name or a fake name. We didn't get any information about him, so that's who you're looking for.
I guess we'll have to use it.
I assumed it was a what's that lizard species?
A Bosk. Like Bosk,
Trandoshan?
you mean?
Ocean.
Yeah,
Trandoshan?
yeah, Trandoshan.
Okay.
We were told a Trandoshan would be expecting us. We weren't given.
A Trandoshan on an Imperial freighter base?
Oh fuck! Oh, I thought that was
Oh,
a pretty good guess.
We have a local.
Pask.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yes,
I
it was
see.
a Trandoshan.
You have the necessary docking fee, I presume. You notice a change in his voice.
Of course we do.
Excellent. I shall meet you personally. Head to docking bay Auric 37.
Hey, good call, Brandon.
Martel station out.
Oh man, he totally knows we're lying. He's just gonna charge us.
Ven's
never know.
Ven's going to say, I think he thinks we're smugglers now.
That sounds more
Well,
like it.
Not the worst thing we could be.
That is true.
It's not the worst thing we are. I've only got 800 credits.
I
I've
can
got-
pay the docking fee.
Yeah, and I've got enough too.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the rebellion will let us write an expense report if the mission goes well.
It just has to get approved by like
yeah, definitely.
10 different levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but-
just gotta go through that approval chain, but I'm sure it's fine. We'll figure it out.
You are at the docking station. Who's leaving the ship?
Bruzo is, and he's taking.
Probably should take.
Trying to think of. I don't care about you guys. I'm trying to think of which of my droids I want to take.
Ven's gonna stay in the ship because he's a pilot, and I assume they probably want the pilot to stay in the ship.
Okay, because you will most likely have to leave without us, because we're gonna be joining a convoy and then boarding a ship. I don't know if that means you're rendezvousing us later or if we're using our ship to join the convoy, but we'll figure it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ven is like in the dark, so
I guess
he's
so.
just trusting Reaper.
I guess I'll go in and help.
Yeah, I could use the face of the operation with me.
Ven, will you require a co-pilot?
Ven will look at those two, or look at Bruzo and Lexi and say,
I
"You
think
two are fine without
Yeah.
Repo, right?"
we can handle this, I think.
All right, Repo.
Okay.
Most Imperial officers aren't really that bright, anyway.
Risky Thumper, you're coming with us, boys.
Road trip. Space trip.
Repo. Ven will turn to
Risky-
Repo and say, "If things go down badly and we get attacked, we'll have to escape."
Affirmative.
We'll
What's
figure it.
49 are doing over there?
We'll play it by ear.
Is Repo coming
Um,
along?
No, Repo's staying with.
co-piloting.
Yeah.
Before we
So
leave
what
the
I'll do
ship,
is
I
I'll
asked
put it
Risky
over
to
here.
encrypt the comms now because we're gonna need a secure line later.
Okay. Risky's
And I would
gonna
like to
attempt to.
assist him.
Yep, sure. So 2 blues, 1 for assisting, 1 for binary, right?
Yes. And well, slicer tools don't really help us.
No.
Fine.
Alright, attempting to encrypt.
Ooh,
Big success.
boys.
I got it this time, boss. I won't know what hit him.
Was that a yeet?
You're a good boy, Risky.
I want to put
you-
Risky on the head
You
too.
feel confident that Risky is telling the truth, that it is encrypted.
I trust him every time he says that.
Even if we know it isn't.
Even if I saw the roll, I trust that Risky encrypted the comm.
Even if we watched him visibly not do it, we'd still trust him.
Because that's how we roleplay.
I'm gonna put you guys up there at the docking station. Okay. Just bring this in here.
Well,
Oh man, that's amazing.
What are we
Okay,
gonna do?
as you, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what are we gonna do when we're on a water planet? Are the droids waterproof?
No,
We'll
but they can
cross
stay
that
on the
bridge when
ship.
we come to it.
Burn that bridge when we get to it.
Whoa, now.
Don't destroy
Um,
my droids, Paul.
As you exit the boarding ramp, you indeed see what appears to be an Imperial Customs official. He is alone. He doesn't have anyone with him, and kind of gives you a warm smile and steps forward and says, "Always a pleasure doing business with Pasca's people. You have the docking fee."
Yes, of course I do. How much will that be?
350. The rates have gone up. The difficulty of procuring various substances.
That-
You're
Of
aware,
course,
I'm
that's
sure.
respectable. You guys work very hard in this station.
Thank you. I'm glad you can see our position at this lovely assignment has a variety of tangible benefits.
I believe it. Yo, nice number, Paul. That puts me at an even 3,000 credits.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice.
Thanks for that.
So deduct that. Yep.
I did.
The extra
And
credits
he
weighing me
will-
down.
He will take the sack of credits and kind of jostle it in his hand, and then just smugly walk off.
I guess we should look for Pask.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay, we do that, Paul.
As you enter the station, you see it is small. It's probably only about 2,000 people stationed here. Most of them either deckhands or Imperial Navy personnel, usually crewmen. There are occasional security patrols, but they seem pretty lax. No one seems particularly thrilled about being placed on a small station on a mining planet. But nevertheless, there is an Imperial presence here, and you do occasionally see TIEs go out for kind of practice runs, practice drills. There are some civilians, most of whom are merchants and provide kind of shops for the deckhands or for the Navy personnel. To find Pask, I'm going to need someone to make designate whoever is searching for him to make a streetwise. And the difficulty is going to be 2.
Are we both allowed to make that?
Yes, but one at a time. Because the roll of one might affect the roll of another.
I'll go first,
Okay.
Brandon.
Okay.
Bruiser.
Are you sure?
If you do
Yeah.
roll separately, you won't be able to assist each other.
Oh,
So that's your choice.
So should we roll together?
yeah, we should try and assist each other. You want to assist me?
Yeah, I want to assist you.
Okay, add a blue,
Yep.
and that'll be 2 purples on the streetwise.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay, how would you like to spend the triumph?
So like, could I like ask one of the you said there was like civilians kind of thing?
Yes.
Could I like this suggests like just for while we're on the station, I guess, semi-permanent contact
Yeah,
while we're here?
it doesn't take long for you to notice that the work gangs, which are not associated with they're not Imperial personnel, but they're kind of civilians who work in deckhand positions. So they manage freight and move cargo and stuff like that. They are separated in what appear to be different work gangs, some of which are divided up based on race, others by certain colors or tattoos on their bodies. And this is a bulk of the population are these deckhands. One of them you run into is a Zabrak, right here. He introduces himself as Raf, with a large toothy grin, and easily points you in the direction of Pask's Oddities, a store on the 4th deck level. Kind of points the direction and says, if you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask. You notice he has a very large black tattoo circle on his face, which several other Zabraks near him also have.
Interesting.
What was the symbol of the black sun? Is that that? Is that it?
Don't think so.
Do you
That is-
guys
that is
know
not.
someone named Maul?
How
Wow,
about
so every
Savage?
Zabrak has to do with Maul.
Why you
wow.
gotta be racist?
Wow.
Wow.
Our
Can I get
campaign
a-
is literally geared towards fighting racism.
A Bauer KOTOR 2 in chat, please.
Can I get a
The best
Kelpo
Zabrak.
what in chat, please?
Zabrak, bro. Kelpo what in chat. Okay, do you want to head straight for Pasks?
Oh, might as well. Nothing just. Yeah, I mean, no lollygagging.
Yeah, get the biggest infiltration window as possible. I don't say that out loud because I don't want to use the word infiltration on the Imperial space station.
Thinking.
I hold Risky's hand because I don't want him wandering off.
Okay, let me get some fitting music.
Or is Risky holding your hand?
Oh.
I'm holding Risky's hand because I feel like if I don't, Paul would have him wander off.
I kind of
Don't worry,
regret.
I averted a catastrophe just now, guys.
I kind of regret.
Sorry, say that again?
Go ahead. Nothing, we're just memeing.
Okay. Let me get
That's
him
what we
in
say.
here.
I kind of regret taking Makashi instead of spending the XP on like misdirect or something for this.
Did you get
took
Makashi?
Yeah, I took it because I
It's
felt
okay, that's
like
kind
it
of cool.
would make sense.
Give me that yeet.
It's like the one time I would actually take it and like make
should-
sense, like lore-wise. You know what I mean?
Maybe Ven could give you his ancient sword that gives you like +2.
Yeah.
Or you could just use my wrench.
Makashi wrench. This guy.
Oh boy.
I like him.
You see a strange threadbare curiosities shop in what is considered to be the station's urban center. The citizenry, mostly ship hands, dock workers, and station support staff, kind of mill about, occasionally being fed or entertained at these small selection of shops. You head into the shop, and weird chimes ring as you cross through the threshold. And immediately looking up from behind the counter is this Trandoshan, rather oddly dressed. The smell of old paper and dust fills her nostrils, so you can see countless shelves of all manner of junk. Welcome to Pask's Oddities, my friends. What can Pask do unto you this fine day?
I believe we're looking for some information if you've got some.
Oh, I have much information. Yes. What can I do for you?
Are there like other people around or are we kind of by ourselves?
No, the shop is currently devoid of patrons, and it's actually kind of dark compared to the rest of the station.
We're looking
Does he have incense burning?
to.
You can't see because you're not there, Vin.
We're looking to infiltrate a trade route, and we were told to come see you.
We were looking if you might have the schedule for Lemian Hall, a certain convoy.
He kind of nods a little bit. Says, you are them. I see. I made a
No.
pretty penny on that information. I see. Okay. You come asking about Purrgil Hall. Yeah? Please, back room. He gestures to an even darker, shadier back room
We go to
behind
the
a
back
curtain.
room.
Droids are coming with you?
Yeah. Thumper, can you just fill at the door?
Aye, sir.
Don't go aggro on nobody, but
Risky
heads
will
up.
Risky will kind of hide behind you as you walk into the back room. The smell of incense now.
Ah.
About the room.
There it is.
I have heard of this hall, though my knowledge of the convoy is nowhere near complete. I have expenses, as do many on this station, that perhaps if you could help me with, I would be inclined to search a bit more.
What are we talking?
Credits mean little to me. I am interested in oddities, strangeties, curiosities, and curios. Gold trinkets and baubles. What do you have to trade?
Ooh. We've got some stuff actually, but I was sort of under the impression that you'd already been paid for this
He waves his hand. Things come up. You can, if you want to, you can call him on that. You can make a check to try and.
What kind of check would that be?
I don't know.
Alright.
Well, I do know, but.
Yeah.
Is this guy
Yeah.
is this guy the Vizago of?
Oh, well, actually, yeah, let's make the check, but I have something on me that I could use for this.
Yeah, me too.
No,
Okay,
mine's better.
Bruzo.
Okay.
Is that we? Yeah, you said. I believe you've already been paid. So go ahead and make a negotiation against his negotiation.
Oh.
I will give
What,
you
what's
blue.
he do for a living again?
I'll give you blue because you do have accurate information. His negotiation, so you can do 3 reds, but you do get a blue.
Blue.
Oh, 3 reds.
A strain.
I'm feeling that double despair. boys.
Great. Well, let's give it a shot.
That could have gone
How'd
a
it-
lot worse.
How'd it go? Oh.
There was some exchange of payment, but I am under the impression that you are independent negotiators, yes?
Yes, that is true.
I would not want to think that there are rebels aboard at the Imperial Station.
Well, that's certainly not what we are.
Neither would I,
So,
because
what kind
rebels
of stuff
are
are you
dirty.
into? What kind of stuff do you keep around here?
He gestures
then-
to his attire first, which is pretty
Outlandish.
lavish and outlandish, and then to various baubles, trinkets, shrunken heads and tooths and kind of locks of strange animal pelt hair.
Can I spend that advantage on learning if there's anything like useful or interesting to like our particular like force sensitive group in his shop?
That is an excellent question. Yes, yeah, I'll say there is. Let me just go ahead and find some stuff.
And then what I'm gonna pull out is that crystal necklace that we got on Ariadu.
Oh,
What
nice.
is Ven? Does Ven have that, or do you have that?
Oh, I don't know. I think that I have it because it didn't have a stone in it. I don't think we used it for anything.
Okay.
Wait, Ben, check your inventory. Is it in there?
I didn't. It's not in there, but I remember that Ven was wearing it for a while, and then he put it in his little room. So unless you took it
Oh,
out,
okay.
Like he
No,
could've
I just
taken
never
it out.
deleted it from my inventory.
Yeah. I can.
I'll clear it now.
I'll take off my expensive jewelry and show it to him.
Why would he want that?
'Cause it's
He wants
shiny.
outlandish stuff.
Oh, this is quite luxurious. I'm sure it could go for quite a bit in the shop. Yes, this would be acceptable. You do, Bruzo.
Wait,
Give me-
you spend a lot on that jewelry?
Yeah, I did.
I've got some other stuff I could try to sell him on.
It's okay.
Okay.
Like, if we need to do it, so.
Alright, so what's he got in his shop? See if we can, because that's expensive stuff. Let's see if we can negotiate some.
Yeah, that's
some,
2K. That's
some
2K
freebies.
value right there.
get some
Yeah,
freebies.
that's pretty. Let's see.
But Lexi's gonna make the negotiation check this time.
Give does he have like an?
I'm glad I was able to
Amplifier.
use it like once.
You
Worth.
see a very strange pair of goggles that look rather odd and mysterious. They're kind of reddish, made of some red leather and strange glass materials. There's also one moment. A strange box that appears to be like a an urn containing a set of dark and smoky ashes. And
I bet Ben could get some kind of weird Sith vision out of this.
a
Excuse me,
odd-looking-
I'm the dark side user
an
here.
odd-looking set of rings that are interlocked in kind of a puzzle fashion.
Mm,
Can I take
Okay.
a closer look at those first things?
The goggles.
Red leather. Yeah, what are they?
Putting them on, they don't actually appear to have any effect on your vision. But they look rather odd and unusual. They don't conform to any typical kind of manner of flight goggles or engineering goggles.
They're engineering goggles, you said?
They
They're
don't.
not-
They don't
yeah.
Oh, they
look
don't
like
look
engineering
like
or
engineering
flight goggles.
Interesting.
They're actually.
But Bruiser, when you put them on, they don't seem to have any effect on your sight.
Can I
Okay.
try them on?
Yes, when you do so, you actually see that your vision, the darkness of the back of the shop, actually improves.
Interesting.
It's easier for you to see in this darkness with these goggles on.
Weird.
Almost as if it's normal daylight.
That could be useful. um,
We just walk around the shop and look at things.
Yep, there's
What's what's going on with that urn?
this box of ashes. It has an old design, an old and esoteric design. And opening it just a little bit, you see that the ashes are kind of dark gray and smell rather foul.
interesting.
Yuck.
That was my dad as these translations.
There's also a set of rings, interlocked rings that they're kind of a puzzle of some sort.
Can I try to solve the puzzle?
You can. Go ahead and make a 3 purple discipline check.
Discipline. I was hoping intelligence would play a part of it.
You gotta swallow it with one mouth.
No, these
and-
definitely seem different from puzzles that you're familiar with. You fail, but you can recover actually all of your strength if you have any.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
I think I had one from focus. Well, I look at Lex and say, what do you think about asking him to throw those goggles in as a freebie? We're giving up some pretty expensive jewelry.
There's also
I think they look good on you.
there's an obsidian dagger.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, what else you got?
He's just busting. This is definitely an oddity shop right here.
And a
lightsaber crystal.
And a crystal necklace somehow.
Oh, no.
With a great dragon pearl.
Wow.
What would we do with that?
there's also what appears to be a wooden blaster pistol.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Now hang on a second. I like the look of that.
Is it sentient?
Can I can I see, can I look at it?
Yes. Go ahead
I'm
and
all
make a
about
knowledge. Yeah, knowledge
wood
education
stuff.
with 3 purples.
Just in case it ever comes up again, I'm making notes on everything that we're looking at.
Good.
3
Yeah, no,
purples?
that's good because then I can come back to it. Yeah, 3 purples on knowledge education.
Can this Imperial station be our new, like, hangout?
Base of operations. That'd be pretty cool. What do you want to spend the triumph on?
Ooh,
Can
so I succeed, so I'm gonna know, like, what kind of stuff it's got.
Yes.
Can I try to tell... Can I try to estimate its, like, market value?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a good
Um,
logical thing for Brazil.
Okay, you can tell you're familiar with plants. This is easy for you. This is the Lothian heartwood, which is a plant native to Tholoth. And the Tholothians, during the Clone Wars, decided to let's see, hold on. Yeah, much an aesthetic statement as they were deadly. They were kind of built to remind the Tholothians of their home and to not kind of get lost in the destruction of war and kind of industrial weapons manufacturing. So each one is custom made from Tholothian heartwood. You can tell that the estimated market price would be around 1,000 credits, and it is, though it's a blaster pistol, it looks like it would be heavy to wield. It would be almost like wielding an actual blaster. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Interesting.
Well, I like that, and I think I like the goggles.
It's up to you,
What do you think,
Brendan.
Lexi?
It's up to you, Bruzo.
Well, no, you're giving up your jewelry.
Well, maybe the
You want
goggles
to
will help
ask you.
us in this, I don't know. Maybe?
I just think they look good on you. They seemed useless to me, but
Everything's very
definitely-
bright when I wear them. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think they fit your aesthetic pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then maybe see if we can get a discount on this blaster pistol. I'll buy it with my credits.
Well, for the jewelry and the information, I will give you the eyes, but you must pay for the blaster.
I nudged Lexi.
Yes, of course. How much would you like me to pay? How much?
No, I nudge you to. I like nudge you again harder, trying to communicate something.
Yeah, I need a base price though.
Go ahead and do negotiation with 3 purples.
3 purples. Boop. I'm gonna suffer a strain and upgrade my check one. I think let me check my page real quick.
Do you have
It's
intense
downgrade
focus
it
too?
once for
Actually,
for
since
congenial.
since you're going against specific merchant, it'll be 3 reds. It'll be his negotiation.
1, 2, 3. Downgraded once.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
1,000 credits.
Okay. I suppose that's reasonable.
I don't need it that much.
I'll buy it then.
Okay.
Well, here I'll spend money on it too.
No, it's you don't have that much money, right?
I've got 800. I could spend that.
We'll split it.
Okay.
Okay, who's getting the blaster?
Brandon,
Um,
Rizzo seemed
well-
interested in it, so
Yeah, I'm interested in it, but I can't practically use it. But I'll hold on to it for now.
maybe I can
Okay.
use it then. You hold on to it, but
Yeah.
I'll use it because I don't have a blaster anymore.
Okay, let me just put it in your inventory for now, Brizo, and then I'll give you the stats if you choose to use it.
Okay.
And
I think it's just pretty cool.
the goggles.
Rizzo's a sucker for flea markets.
The goggles are called the eyes. The eyes of La Casa.
La casa, the house.
Eyes of the house.
Okay.
And over time, you can learn more about them because they're pretty complicated. But
Mhm.
mechanically speaking, for sensitive characters, you remove blacks from imposed due to darkness, concealment, camouflage, or other similar effects, and you can see normally as if in normal daylight
Interesting.
when wearing them.
Cool.
Now, are we here to talk or here to barter?
Well, you look like a man who would enjoy both.
I do, but I do not wish to waste your time.
Yeah,
Of
let's get
course.
let's get down
Get a
to.
move on.
Very well. The convoy. It is coming in soon, in the next 2 days, I believe, if my contacts are to be trusted. There is one freighter that will be. I will ensure it is perhaps a little less guarded than the other. Freighter M226.
M226.
Yes, I can provide some wares to a few deckhands who will be sick on that day. Perhaps you could find a way to take their place, or simply sneak aboard.
That sounds good
As
to
for
us.
the cargo, I have not been able to discern what is there. The governor would know, and I am on first-name basis with her, but she is reluctant to speak with me on such matters, as my reputation is somewhat questionable.
Of
She
course.
can be bought, though. If you would like me to arrange a meeting, I could attempt to do so.
Look at Lexi. Do you think the cargo would help us with? Knowing the cargo would help us with our objective?
I suppose it certainly would. We don't want to be carrying around. What are the names of those blasters that disintegrate people?
Disruptors.
We don't want to be carrying around disruptors or something like that. Even
Okay.
if it is for the. Rebe-
Guess it
Even
couldn't
if it
hurt.
is, if it is for those people.
The Empire. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
You would like me to arrange a meeting?
that would be beneficial, I believe.
And what are your names?
My name is Plant.
My name is Paige.
This is Bumper. And outside is Bisky.
I see. I am so glad to have my business associates back from Alderaan. I thank you for the resupply of my Alderaanian ale. It will do most well for the locals. Gives you a sly grin.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, and we shall return from Alderaan as soon as we can, with more ale.
Very good.
I love
Uh,
Alderanian ale. Rizzo said sincerely.
I will give you my comlink that we might communicate for this social gathering tonight.
Do Thorians brew a dank ale?
They totally should.
I don't think so.
He gives you a deep bow and then moves to kind of head back to the front of the shop.
Alright,
Alright, we go back towards the ship, I think.
that makes sense.
Okay.
We got 2 days to spend on the station. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Lexi?
Dancing?
Oh, I was thinking Worker Rebellion.
Worker Rebellion. Oh,
But yeah, whatever.
I don't know about.
I guess dancing would probably be better.
We could talk with Raph a little bit more, see what's going on with them.
Yeah, if we can maybe get in good with a few more of the dock hands, then
It would only make our job easier.
yeah, once we're aboard the convoy.
These are some interesting things we bought from this guy, right?
Yeah, let's go show Ven.
Let's go show them.
And since we'll be here for 2 days, they'll have a chance to wander around. And I wouldn't mind recommending that shop.
Me neither. I mean, yeah, me neither is the right words.
Ben, look at this gun.
Then we'll kind of turn around. Ben actually probably was. How long were you guys away?
That was probably
hours.
a couple hours, right?
Couple hours, yeah, 2-3 hours.
Ben is
Couple
actually.
perks.
Ben is actually.
Or actually, before they
So-
Before you do that,
So when Lexi and Bruzo leave, like get out of the Great Fane, what does Ben do? Like since we're in the cockpit at that point in time.
Well, Ven, that's what I was about to say. Ven
Okay.
is, well, Ven will probably for a while, like, just kind of, like, watch. Just kind of keep watch, but you'll see him, like, start to kind of, dozing off from time to time. And that's what I was about to say, is that Lexi and Bruzo will probably walk in, and Ven is, like,
Okay.
dozed off.
Okay, so somewhere between Lexi and Bruza showing up and Ben dozing off, you'll eventually hear the loud clanking of Repo come back to the cockpit,
Alright, that'll wake Ven up.
and he'll say, "Ven, this unit has a question," and he'll sit in the chair, the co-pilot chair.
He crushes the chair. Ven will kind of turn around and kind of sit up, and he'll say, "What is it? Well, what is it?"
Lamau.
Repo will kind of attempt to swivel the chair, not very gracefully, of course, because he is a hulking machine. But
Hey, he's at least an eighth not hulking machine now.
yeah, exactly now. But he'll kind of, as he's swiveling, he'll say, "This unit reviewed the word honor with Lei before she departed. This unit questions you. What is honor?"
Ven's gonna kind of scratch his head. Well, I'm not exactly one that for. Lei and I don't have the same opinion on certain things, and honor is probably one of them.
Acknowledged. However, is crucial to gain data for such words.
Well, I suppose Lei's version. What did Lei tell you honor was?
Honor is respect. Respect of the enemy and their capabilities in battle. It revolves around respect and a friend.
Well, I can agree that I suppose if you call it honor, then respect is involved, but I give you this other sense. Instead of just respecting their abilities in battle and respecting them as an opponent, respect those who are able to resolve things without a battle as well.
This seems illogical. Battle gives strength. Strength is respected.
Bruzo, Repo. Repo. Strength isn't the only thing people respect. There are many who would think that's not the case, but there are many people out there who are not physically strong, but are very well respected. Think of some of the galactic senators.
Question: what is a senator?
Ven's going to say, "Oh boy. Well, they're supposed to represent the people of a system. Kind of be their voice. See, there would be, yeah. Basically, they represent a group of people's interests in the Senate, or at least they used to. I'm sure that now with the Empire, they don't really. Their voice doesn't mean as much as it once did in the Republic, but."
Acknowledged.
They fight battles as well, but not with weapons, but with their words.
Words.
Words can be a powerful weapon, Repo.
In-depth analysis. Why?
Does a commander fight on the field, or does a commander lead?
A commander
Is it-
gives orders.
Yes. What would happen to an army if there was no commander giving orders?
Unknown. Assuming. Or, chaos would ensue.
What would happen if there was nobody, like, no one skilled at diplomacy and the ability to talk? How would two systems resolve their differences?
By battle.
And what does battle beget?
Error. Unknown.
Destruction. In truth, Repo, in a battle, there is no real victor. Both sides lose.
Lexi
Whether
would
it's in-
disagree, but she's not here right now.
She's not here! Whether it's in resources, lives, anything.
Acknowledged. Waste of resources.
Indeed. If instead of trading, two systems just fought repeatedly, most of the trade resources would probably be destroyed.
Confirmed.
That's avoiding the bigger picture. The idea, Repo, is that, back to your honor question, honor is not simply in strength of arms, but in sharpness of tongue.
Information. And words. Is this
Indeed.
correct?
That is indeed correct.
Confirmed. With this, Repo will start swiveling backwards and eventually get the chair, and he'll get up, and he'll just clank out.
Yeah, that Bruzo and Lexi will return.
Alright, so I guess you won't find Ren. They dozed off. You'll find him probably adjusting and kind of leaning back again. Probably. About to relax, and then he hears your footsteps.
Lexi, Bruzo, was the objective successful?
Yes, I'd say so.
Affirmative.
We've got a meeting with contact tonight. Tomorrow? It's tonight. To discuss the contents of what we are smuggling, I guess is the best word for it.
Mission status.
Hijacking is another word.
Hijacking is another word for it. Mission status is green. Good to go.
Acknowledged.
Green across the board.
Green across the board. And we got some cool stuff from the oddity shop. Like
Oddity
goggles. Wears them.
Just some of the goggles probably look a bit weird. Like different.
Yeah, they look pretty much as I described to her.
I'll say, yeah, those don't look like normal goggles.
I don't think they are. They didn't work with Bruzo, but when I put them on, I could see a lot better in the dark.
Our
Yeah.
eyes have different
Our eyes have
anatomies.
different anatomy though, so that's probably it.
May
Why don't you try it on?
Yeah, and then we'll take the goggles and look through them.
likewise, it seems to improve your vision in terms of adjusting to darkness. So any dark spots on the Great Fangs corridors will be illuminated as though it's daytime.
Oh, they're
Everything
like
seemed night vision.
I believe they're related to the Force.
No,
Venom-
they're those yellow what is it? Like pack goggles that they keep selling on TV.
But the,
We just got scammed.
well, can Ven? And when Lexi says that, can Ven try to use sense to try to like see if there's any?
Sure. Does that work on object?
No. Well, yeah. Okay. I guess. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know.
Yeah. What would you use to like just detect the force coming off of things?
If there's no skill for it, I'm not sure. I mean, you could try it. Go ahead and make the roll.
Discipline would make sense. That's like the
Yeah,
go-to for all
like,
the Force stuff.
Like the meditation, right?
I don't know. Just spitballing.
Go ahead and do
So you-
sense roll.
Sense. Okay. Combat. Sense.
While he does that, Bruzo turns around and shows Repo his new blaster.
No. I.
Would you like to spend points?
No.
Okay.
Then I'll say, well, it certainly makes the Great Fang look brighter.
That it does.
And he'll hand him back to Lexi.
Maybe they'll be useful.
Yes, if we ever do a night mission.
And we got this sick wooden weapon.
Wooden.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wait, how do you spell the Heartwood thing? Valarian?
Luthien.
Tholuthien.
Oh, Falopia.
Tholuthien.
Tholuthien.
Can Ven do a check to see if how much he knows about them?
The Tholothians? Knowledge, lore, 3 purples.
Knowledge. Or... Okay. What the pup? Oh, there we go. I folded like my skills thing. 3 perps.
Nice.
They're sentient humanoids. They have kind of partial bluish skin, white tendrils for hair. They're quite attuned with kind of nature, and in some cases with the Force.
Like that girl from the kid episodes in Clone
Yes.
Wars.
Who got
Um,
absolutely destroyed by Savage. Oh, Clone Wars. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the right person, right?
Yeah.
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 There's an adult and a kid.
Rip in peace.
Do I get trained for that?
Yeah.
Alright.
As you recall, how many of their species were killed in the Clone Wars.
I'll say, I believe they would be of interest to you, Bruzo. They're very attuned to nature.
Oh, I know.
That's
I made
why
an
we got it.
education check.
Is this material useful?
Well,
It's
Luthien
pleasing.
User
Luthien
entered
Hardwood
your
is.
channel.
Whoa! It's Grandma.
Whoa! No,
that
it's
boy.
a young kid. It's a young boy. It's
It's
not
a young
grandma.
boy. I'll say Ven will say, well, if they.
Oh, Grandma's such a good one. I'm gonna use that later.
Wait.
if,
Oh, okay. I get it now.
I'll say.
I missed that completely. That was so dank.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying Grandma the whole time. Ben will say that Luthien Hardwood, if the tales about it are true, it's as strong as many metals. So, and he'll kind of hand it back to Breeza.
Acknowledged. A good find in shop.
Does Grandma awaken from his deep slumber?
The deep slumber.
Yes, I do. Or he does.
Is he in stasis? recharging.
So I'm writing a thing right now. Gran wakes up from a long nap, sleeping off the grimy feeling that comes from navigating Coruscant's underworld. Like I said, it's a very unfamiliar place for him, particularly the presence of so much vice and kind of
He probably took a long shower too.
salaciousness. Yeah,
Yeet.
but you guys won't know that until he comes out.
Interacts.
Can't I sense it through the force?
Sense it through
You
Thumper
missed it.
telling
Bruiser
you.
became force sensitive.
What the fuck, guys? Is Repo force sensitive now? Am I the only one that's not?
You missed it. Ven is a force ghost now.
Yeah, I killed Ben and he came back stronger than ever through me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long con. Alright, well.
Also, sorry to say it, but you got replaced. There's a new crew member.
What?
Yeah. It's,
His name is Pask.
yeah.
No, his name
No,
is
his
uh,
name is Kelpo.
his name's Kelpo.
Yeah, it's Kelpo.
He's force sensitive. He's me and
Yeah.
Ven's mentor.
Yeah.
Bruzo's not actually force sensitive. Just so you know.
Just in case you think in that myriad of misinformation there hides a delicate truth.
Yeah.
Alright, keep going.
Alright. Bruzo, when was our meeting again? Was it in 2 days? Or was that when the ship leaves?
The ship leaves in 2 days. I believe our meeting
Our
was...
meeting is tonight.
Yes.
Alright.
You receive a text comm message from Past that says, what'd you call? I guess, yeah, Governor's Quarters, 1800.
Alright.
Ven will say, do you think I should come to this as well?
If you would
Might
like
as
to.
well.
Ven will nod.
The more aliens, the better.
You too, Gran.
Hey, Grant,
Huh?
you're human.
Hello? What's going
Grant's a
on?
human.
Are you human?
He's
He is
Mandalorian. You
Or is
monkey.
he actually
Or is he
hybrid?
Dancer?
Is he
Just keep
dancing?
going.
We are smuggling some stuff for the rebellion.
Stop using that word in this place. Grant, we're
for
aboard
the
an
R
Imperial
word.
space station.
We're boarding an Imperial space station.
Oh no,
We've
we're
already
aboard
boarded.
it.
in an Imperial space station.
Oh,
If
Wait.
you want to take a look around, there's a great flea market.
There's
wait
a great
second.
flea market.
Wait a second, he's gonna like run to the window. What does he see? Follow us.
This is what you see.
This is an Imperial space station?
It is. It's an Imperial space dock aboard or above a kind of grayish mining planet. It's a very small station. Only about 2,000 personnel, most of whom are dock hands, along with some merchants and Imperial personnel, Navy personnel.
So if
And
need
Vader.
be, we could totally take them.
Yes, totally.
I don't know.
Yeah,
2,000
there's only-
dock hands is a
There's
lot.
only there's 2,000 dock hands.
I mean, even if they all had one agility, enough rolls, they could probably hit us.
Speaking of dock hands, Lexi, you want to go hit the streets? Maybe start,
Yeah. Well, we could at least talk to Raph.
yeah.
He seemed nice enough. He was very helpful. There's a good market, like we said, like Bruzo said. If you need anything, Gran.
Yep, there's
you
a
too,
curio
Ven.
store we have an inn at. Then they had a lot of kind of curious objects. I don't know for sure that anything would be of particular interest to you, but I think it's worth taking a look.
Then I'll say, well,
I don't think I have any money still, so
No?
You want to check your
Does Grant say that out loud?
oh no, I have money. Never mind.
Grant is a bit surprised to have found 1,500 credits in their belongings that were clearly not there before.
each one of them with lipstick.
Lamau.
Wait a second.
Russo wears green lipstick, by the way.
Yes.
Is
Well,
it green lipstick?
On both mouths? Or on one mouth?
Just on my good side, my left side.
Well, come on. Let's get going then. Are you coming, Gran?
Sure.
Now that you have
You
some
have
money.
about 2 hours until the evening meetup.
Repo, do you want to come? Thumper can watch the ship this time.
Negative. Presence may cause suspicion.
Agreed.
Okay. Risky, you want to come?
Yeah.
Road trip.
Thumper, make sure Repo doesn't destroy the ship.
Thumper size.
Thumper, play some chess with him.
Aww.
Thumper, do you want to come too? Repo's got this.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy. Repo's in the bone zone now.
Bone zone.
We should program our holochess to our holochess board to like play
Flip and
AI.
reveal a turret.
Maybe.
Actually, that would be pretty cool.
We're all playing Hollow Chess, and then like we get boarded, and it just we push a button, it just flips over to like a man. Like
Wait, Paul, could we actually do that?
What?
Have our holo chess-
Weaponized holochess board.
We're like, so say we're playing holo chess in the Great Fane by ourselves. There's a button underneath that flips over and turns into a turret.
You'd have to get an attachment for that.
Well, no, I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, is that possible?
It's in the realm of possibility.
Oh man.
Can it be in the realm of possibility of things that Trax did to the ship before we stole it from him?
No.
Oh.
If you remember, the hollow chest that was very was almost broken. Yeah. He from disuse, he didn't really use it.
He was not a smart man.
All right, you disembark, head back onto the docks, or the station itself, rather.
Alright.
Where are you headed?
I'm headed towards the
Where we
that
found
Raph
Raph.
that we met earlier. Yeah, Raph.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
I'll
could
do
we
one
could
of
direct Gran and Ven to the curio dealer, but I don't know if he'll
Fourth
still
floor,
be open. Yeah,
Fourth floor, you can't miss it. Follow the
You-
smell of incense.
head to a docking bay where indeed it's kind of a makeshift work gang headquarters for Raph and his crew of Zabrax. And he says, "Oh, my friends, welcome back. You come to the mighty Raph again. So rare we get visitors. It's nice to talk with someone who isn't stained with the smell of ship grease."
It's
got my
nice
own
to talk
grease
to some
smell.
people that smell like ship grease every once in a while too.
Rizzo sniffs his armpit.
Thorian grease. What's I guess we're having a little trouble understanding the whole situation here. Are there like gangs here? Docks and stuff?
Oh.
We're
Well, you see-
unions.
Oh.
We're collaborative groups of workers who vie for jobs. So a ship comes in and they need a deckhand crew to offload, unload, whatever it is. Usually it's ore from the planet getting unloaded to the ships. So we bid on those contracts. Call each ship a contract. And the winning work gang gets the contract, gets the creds. Now, obviously, there's a lot of competition because there's 1,000 or so of us deckhands and only a few ships at a time on a small station like this.
That'll do it.
So sometimes we gotta rustle up some competition in order to make sure we get the best bids.
Of course.
Do you have any upcoming jobs?
We have one that might interest you.
Well,
I'm afraid we only get told a few moments in advance. It's usually a rush, unless it's scheduled or delivery. We don't have one of those for, looks at a datapad, another week at least.
How about one in 2 days that we have information
Ye-
on?
I don't
information
see it
out.
on the books.
Freighter
Well-
M226 is coming in with a shipment.
Never heard of it.
Well, now you have. 2 days. We could use some help. We're
well, we're just looking to see maybe some friendly faces on the ship once
Yeah, that would be helpful.
we get on board.
I can guarantee you I'll bid for it, but I can't guarantee our work gang will be the one chosen.
What-
It's just one freighter, you said?
It sounds like a whole convoy.
A whole convoy. Are you sure about this? I don't
Not
see any
100%.
record of it.
It's highly secretive.
Oh, you know, we have had a convoy come by a few times. Big rush, all the work gangs get involved. It's quick in and out. I've never been on board one though. We mostly deal with ore shipments for them.
Of course. Well, how do you bid on these?
Yeah, what's the game here?
What's the game here? Yeah.
Usually it's the work gang that offers the cheapest price for the most efficient work. Now we've got some strong strapping lads here, but there's some other work gangs as well.
Of course.
Some divided by race, some divided by creed, some just by the smell of creds in the morning.
And what's the cheapest you guys ever go?
Depends on the size of the ship. Single freighter, we could move that for 2,000. In out, couple hours, we get it done.
Well, what if I could guarantee you an extra 1,000 if you can secure a job with Freighter M226?
So you're saying there's a convoy and you want me to get freighter M226?
That's correct.
What is it exactly you need this freighter for?
Well, Bruzo, you're the one that knows them a little bit better.
I can get our work gang the contract for the freighter, but all we'll be doing is moving cargo on and off.
Well, we were just looking to, have some friendly faces be the ones moving that cargo.
It's very important.
Listen, much as I'm willing to help out a new face, I'm not too sure we want to get caught up in anything illegal.
Oh, no.
Of course,
us neither.
illegal? Us? When would we ever do anything illegal?
I point at my face. Does this look like a dishonest face?
To be honest, I don't know what it looks like, but you're saying
Well-
extra 1,000. You're saying 1,000
I could toss in an extra 1,000, yes.
extra. So you're gonna pay for the contract.
Well, if you can get the contract, we'll have some extra credits for you
If you can get
We
the
could-
contract.
3,000 in total.
well,
I could...
whatever the going rate is for the thing, and then we'll have a little extra on top.
Yeah, so you get paid for the contract, and then I'll toss in extra 1,000, extra 1,500.
I see. Okay.
Is that understandable?
We're just trying to make sure we know
Who's
gonna.
working with us?
Yeah.
Let me confer with my business associates.
Take your time. There's 2 days before they get in.
He gestures for a couple of guys to quickly huddle up. Go ahead and make a negotiation, and that'll be against his negotiation.
Alright,
Couple of guys are up to no good.
I'm gonna...
And can I assist with the blue?
Yes.
Okay.
Ithorian bellow at them to
Ithorian
Jeez.
bellow at them.
So, I'm gonna suffer strain for congenial and downgrade it once. And then... suffer 2 strain to upgrade mine once.
Okay. Negotiation is going to be 1 red, 2 purples.
Okay. Upgrade once.
hello.
That's sad.
Oh, you get concessions.
Oh wait, I didn't get a blue. Because
Oh.
he is
Oh, yeah,
this
go
way.
ahead and roll
I'll
blue.
roll a single
Roll.
blue.
Hooray.
And you
All
get
right.
4 advantage.
If that's your offer, I think we can work with that.
Thank you very much, Raph.
Use that 4 advantage.
Unless there's anything else.
I can't think of anything, right, Bruzo?
If you could, let's just keep in contact the day of, and you let us know maybe who's vying for that contract and
Yeah.
what they're moving and where,
You
if
got
you
it.
can.
Well, since you... See, I didn't know about this convoy, which means the other work gangs probably don't either. So if I can get my foot in right away, we can get the contract quick before the others come in.
That is true.
Nice.
I will let you know as soon as we start moving into the
We'll
freighter.
Yeah, we'll send you the docking location
Oh.
if we hear about it.
I'll
early
give
enough.
him our comlink number.
Now, when it happens, you gotta move quick, because for us to keep future contracts, we gotta be in and out.
Speed is my middle name.
Alright,
Thought it was Niebuhr.
okay, I'll trust that.
Alright.
You heard it, boys. Let's get the crews ready. We're moving out 2 days.
Oh, and make sure you put that comm number under Watame. My name is Watame.
My name is Watame Kelpo.
No,
I
I
com-
specifically
friends
want
call
to
me-
use the Moon
Okay.
Wanderers' names as fake names in case
Okay.
we get up to anything bad.
Watame, you got it. You got it, boss.
Now
I'll
that I
keep
thought
you up
about
to
it.
date. Alright, boys, let's move it out.
All right, how much time we got left, Lexi?
Just about an hour.
Why don't we let Ven and Gran shop a little bit?
Yeah.
Gran's got some new credits he needs to spend.
I have magic credits. That's true. I haven't looked to know what I want to buy though. But we'll see.
You want to buy a big boy.
And those credits did actually come from somewhere. They weren't a gift from me.
Yeah, Gran just is like, oh, I have money now. Okay.
Extra money.
Extra thing.
Somehow someone put them in your supplies, it seems. Okay, so Ven and Gran,
Yeah.
you reach the promenade station, which is pretty sparse. There is not much in the way of shopping, although there are merchant stores and entertainment places, food places for the station staff and the deckhands
This is my son. No,
to relax in. Right away, Pask's Oddities looks out of place. It's a small, threadbare kind of curio shop with various items in the windows. Looks rather dark on the inside. Pask is standing outside. Looks like he's about to shut up or close up. Yeah, shut up the store for the night.
Yeah, I don't think I'll bother him if he's closing up.
Though, yep, he's about to. He's not in it yet. So
I don't want to be the dick that's like, hey, I want to buy 50 things while you're
Yeah.
trying to close the shop. Well, I'll approach him.
He's a family friend, guys. Come on.
I'll approach him.
welcome. More new faces.
Say,
Come in. Come to Pask's Oddities.
all right, we'll step in.
I'm just following Ven at this point.
There is really nothing of normal note here. Everything is out of the ordinary and odd. It's difficult to tell what things are decorations and what are for sale.
Quite an interesting shop you have.
I am a trader in oddities and curiosities, gold, trinkets, baubles. All that your mind can imagine can be found in Pask's Oddities.
Is it paid for in blood?
Oh, no. Pask is not a violent man. Pask is a very peaceful, good negotiator. Ready to help you make a good deal on some merchandise today. I know what you mean. I'm it's 90 degrees, getting fucking tired of the memeing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hop off.
I didn't start it! I joined there!
It's fine, it's fine. I'm just trolling. It's really hot. It's still 90 degrees here. AC
Cerberus
is still broken.
Then he'll say, we're actually with the Thorian and the
What's Lexi?
Zeltron.
There
that,
we go.
were and undoubtedly here before.
Okay, yes. Interesting.
They
They
we
did
were
not
actually...
mention you.
Well, I'm their pilot.
Or chauffeur, if you will.
Quite the crew you have.
Indeed. I'll say, the goggles that you you sold to one of them. They were quite
No
interesting.
buybacks.
Oh no. I wasn't about to say that. I was just saying that they were quite fascinating. Do you have anything else in that sort of
I'm afraid everything I have is utterly unique.
Alright. Well, I suppose I'll have to browse them. And
It's
then
just
we'll
got
browse.
like kind of like random stuff then.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like a flea market of random trinkets.
Brandon, do you want to
Antique
give
shop.
us the recap of what's available?
Yep. So
There was an urn.
of interest, there was a box-like urn filled with foul-smelling gray ashes. There is a ring of. There were some interlocking rings, kind of like a puzzle that Bruzo was not able to solve.
The one
somehow
ring.
with his great intelligence. There's an obsidian dagger, and we took the wooden blaster and the red goggles, and I think there's something else, but I didn't write that one down.
Does anything feel weird, like in the Force? Is there a way I can try to tell
The
that?
ring puzzle
it
seemed
can
pretty
make
suspicious.
Sense. Makes sense, roll.
Alright.
But
I mean, if you say I can't, then you can say I can't.
you go ahead and make the roll. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I just
Yes, there are things in this room that kind of resonate. However, it's difficult. The density
to
of
pinpoint, yeah.
garbage versus quality is so.
I just
difficult
wanted
discern.
to I just wanted to affirm that
Yes. No.
indeed that there was
Fair
stuff.
enough. Yep. There are certainly things here that resonate with the Force.
The fact that Bruzo couldn't solve a puzzle should probably stand out to you.
But
You-
Ben
you
wasn't
know
there
he's
when Ben wasn't
Can I look at this obsidian dagger?
Yep. Pull that up.
Careful, it's sharp. You're no play.
I'm not a child. Fuck off.
You're 16.
It's old enough for
If he's
most things.
if he's not on the clock,
It looks like a knife that could be used. It could be used either as a tool or as a weapon. There's an iconic design that's rather kind of entrancing in a way. It focuses your mind on strange kind of geometric designs. And the blade itself curves back and forth as it tapers to a point. Kind of undulating up and down.
And this is like the only store like on this place.
No, it's there are other like kind of sundry stores selling like basic commodities. This is clearly like a shop dedicated to strange things.
Okay. I'll get the merchant's attention and ask like, how much for this? And I show him the knife.
The dagger? It is mostly for works, but I suppose a human could use it. Go ahead and make a negotiation with two purples.
I don't think I've rolled my destiny, by the way.
Go ahead and roll destiny and obligation.
Nice.
Triggered.
Nope.
Aww.
if she had 26 for her obligation, that would be pretty gnarly.
Just a little bit.
So negotiation with two. Actually, it's against his stuff. So 3 reds. Negotiation 3 reds. No, 2. I said no. Yeah, 3 because it's his stats. That's right.
Well,
No offense, but I think this is a little bit outside your price range. Perhaps you had best try the used goods store. It is right across the promenade.
Oh shit.
He'll shrug.
Get
And
roasted
just-
by Task.
He'll shrug and just put his hands in his pockets then.
Ben will look at the puzzle. and just kind
I
of.
am ready to close up, so
Oh,
unless you have an offer for me, I must attend to my business.
then I'll say, well, I'll see you again then some other time.
Very well.
Leaf. Thanks, Gran.
Boy, I didn't know it would be that hard.
He's a merchant. It's tough to So in those cases, if there is an item that is specifically there, you don't roll negotiation for finding it versus the rarity. You'll roll negotiation versus his specific negotiation in order
Okay.
to purchase it.
Sense.
Yeah. So he has a lot of really cool, rare stuff, but it's going to be difficult to get a good price because he's good at what he does. You all get a calm chirp from, or rather, Lexi and Bruce get a calm chirp from Pask saying that it's to meet him at the governor's quarters.
All right. Come on, Bruzo.
And
Bruzo
he-
changes into his banal attire.
Okay, good. Good.
And I want to change into my noble regalia.
Good. Who else is joining them?
I look like a servant.
I look like
I'm
a
gonna
rich
change
person.
into nothing because I'm just gonna wear my regular clothes because that's all I have.
Bruce or Thumper and Risky, are they coming?
Yeah, of
Or
course.
Repo, would you like to come instead?
Repo has not received any word, so he is at his station.
Someone
Nice.
wanna tell Repo?
Silence.
Okay. Alright.
All right, okay.
I'm sorry. He's this social. It's a little
Yeah,
rough
that's fine.
with
That's
Repo.
fine. I just don't
sometimes.
want you to feel left out. That's okay.
Was guarding the ship.
Alright.
Thrawn, gender bent.
And race bent.
You enter
Just bleached yourself.
a somewhat luxurious sort of quarters. It's like a suite, a penthouse suite kind of thing on the station. There are two Imperial Navy troopers standing outside, but they just kind of remain silent as you enter. Immediately you notice that there's music playing over a PES system, and there are about 4 different protocol droids milling about with little plates of strange cheeses and fruits and kind of various foodstuffs that it would seem to be rare to find on a desolate kind of middle of nowhere docking station. It seems the governor likes the finer things in life. You see Pask talking to her in the middle of the room, and as you all enter, he kind of raises his arms and says, "Ah, my friends! These are my friends. Come in.
How do I change my token again? It's very important that I have an accurate token.
Just tell me when to do it and I'll
Could you
bring
do
it
it for
in."
me right now? It's already. I updated it.
Oh man, cutie.
There we go.
You even changed your hair.
Okay, I'm sorry I haven't
And her
updated
eyes.
it yet.
He
No,
wears
not Gran.
extensions sometimes.
sorry.
guys. Chill.
My friends, this is Varla Prul. She is the esteemed governor of Mart Station and Revumba 2. This wonderful system. She gives a curt smile and nods to your group. I did not realize there were so many of them. Yes. I neglected to tell you, but they have some menservants as well. There is the chauffeur, he points to Ven,
Then I'll kind of bow.
and the remind me of
Cleaning boy,
the
mostly.
cleaning boy, yes, as well.
Gran will just kind of be
Rizzo-
looking around, not really really paying
Rizzo bows
attention.
and like pushes Grand's back down with him to make him bow with him.
I'm gonna curtsy.
And their droids, do they really need to be here?
Would you prefer if they waited outside?
Yes.
Bumper, Bisky, if you would.
Well, I never.
Thanks, boys.
They head outside.
Cue Roblox death sound.
Ooh!
Alright.
Mr. Pask tells me you are business associates of him. In what business are you?
Mostly private transportation.
Transportation, I see. What brings you to the station? My station.
That I am the
Um,
governor of.
Happened to be in the sector and really couldn't resist to stop in at
You see
Pask's shop.
Pask looking a little bit nervous.
You know, bringing some goods to our friend Pask, just stopping in.
Goods? What kind of goods do you trade in?
Well, for old Pask, it's of course curios,
Of course.
maybe some jewelry.
Pask is like slowly sweating.
But
So I need
Ven is slowly sweating.
Bruzo and Lexian, both of you to make a cool check with 3 purples.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Breeze, are you gonna...
Is
at
that a
least I
social skill?
I didn't lie or nothing.
Cool is not a social skill, it's a reaction.
Okay.
It's used for reactions and
Yep.
social things. sometimes.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello?
oof.
How'd you do? What?
Hello? Oh, that's because they had like a ton of, Holy crap.
Hey, look at that.
Bruiser got the cool check.
Bruzo, you don't notice that Pask is looking nervous, but you do have this feeling that there's something that you're missing.
Oh,
Guys,
Bruiser
we're really
stops
bad at
talking.
this.
Does Lexi
We-
get an additional insight into the situation at hand?
If you will, your governess, we specialize in bulk transports and transports that, well, the Empire would rather not be affiliated with.
And what sort of cargo do you transport?
Well.
Whatever we're.
Classified weapons.
Pask is like tugging at his collar. This is
very
not what Mr. Pask told me.
important personnel, such like that.
My friends, they are mistaken. The long journey from Alderaan has addled their brains a bit. I do apologize, Your Excellency.
Ale.
Oh, that's
And
right.
ale. Lots of ale.
She kind of narrows her eyes.
Guys.
Says, I see. Could I have a sample of said ale?
Well,
Let me check my inventory.
I must apologize.
Can we flip a destiny point to say that we
Not for this, because I specifically told you.
Yeah, you did.
motherfucker?
Well, your governess. We did not want to impose. We did not want to intrude in your party by bringing forth our own, possibly subpar ale.
Oh, that's fine. Just bring it up. I'm sure you have labor droids.
Yes, we do. Cleaner boy. Would you
Yeah?
please go acquire some ale from the ship and bring it up with our labor droid?
Yeah. Okay. Just goes.
Your,
He's not even
your
fit in here
servants
anyway.
are quite unusual.
It's hard to find good help nowadays.
Oh, too true. Too true.
He's gonna leave.
Okay, Gran, where are you
Jesus
going?
Christ.
Please, please have caught it. I was like winking at you and like freaking out. Battlements?
I'm going back. Do we have any alcohol in the ship that I know of?
No.
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 Damn it, Paul, we weren't ready for this. It's hot out.
I told you.
Well, if we don't have any ale on the ship,
Can't calm to her unless you're using your calm.
not calming.
I'd actually like to come to Thumper and say, could you accompany the cleaning boy on his errand to fetch the Alderaanian ale? Make sure that he doesn't drop any.
New calm who dis?
You piece of shit, Risky. I said Thumper. I thought I was calling to Thumper.
Are you sure? Is this the right calm?
I
Thump.
mute it.
Bumper?
Sir, we don't have any.
Wait.
We don't have any elder.
It's,
And then you
it's
just
on
mute it.
mute.
Gran, you walk out of the door. The two troopers are there, and kind of Risky and Thumper are kind of sitting against the wall.
I'm
And,
just
like,
gonna
both-
engage in small talk with her while they do this.
They both spring up and say, "Where are we going?"
To get Alderaanian ale? I have no idea what's
But we don't
happening.
have any ale.
You motherfucker.
The guards look at them kind of curiously.
This would be the perfect time for battle meditation and just send orders like through my mind.
Back to the ship then.
I guess the stores are like closed. I don't know what you people want from me.
We said it! The ale!
Oh, man. This is the worst game of telephone ever.
Oh, man.
They're taking some time. Would you mind if I comm link to them? They should be here by now.
We might as well just turn ourselves in right now.
I'll let that play out a little bit with them, and then you can calm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Granny, you heading back to the ship?
Yeah, I literally have no idea what they fucking want from me.
Go to the memes.
Okay, Repo, you see. Actually, no, you don't.
What's Repo doing in the salvage closet?
Don't worry about it.
Upgrading.
You're lucky I can't see this.
I'm gonna go over here.
I mean, can she? Can he, Paul?
Can who what?
Can? I mean, isn't the ramp closed up at this point?
I thought you. Oh. Okay, if you closed it up, yep. So
Yeah.
you hear calm buzz from Gran.
Alright.
Can you open the thing? The door.
Identification. Who is this?
Grand Saxon.
Affirmative. Opening ramp now.
You motherfucker.
This is great. I love it.
I
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can figure it out. You can
Thumper
figure it out.
pushes you aside. Out of the way, kiddo. Rust bucket, we need Alderaanian ale, quick. Get on it, stat.
I'll look down at him. This unit is not a rust bucket.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love
No,
this.
What is
I wouldn't know
happening?
anything about Alderaanian ale, right? We
No.
don't have any of that.
no, you don't.
Yeah.
You can,
Cannot
But-
fulfill request. Thumper.
but does she know what Alderaanian ale tastes like?
I don't care if you have to take it out of the back to tank. We need it now.
All right, Paul. Is there
Um,
any type of like oil in this workshop?
Yes, yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Can
So
I?
I'm gonna like take. Is there like some sort of container?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of little douse of oil, a little bit of like whatever's off, like shavings are on the desk. Kind of like dust that into that.
What?
Components almost ready.
Oh my god!
Do you,
Gran, what
Spec-
are you
do
doing?
you recommend back to tank?
I don't know anything about ale, so but they always spend a lot of time in there, so let's grab some of that. Yeah.
Affirmative.
Paulus.
Oh wait, Repo, one more second. There is something. Lay used to make this ramen. Let's put some of that stuff in there too, just in case.
You're like,
This
you'll
has
take
been
a
in the
little, like,
fridge
dip a
since
little bit in
since she
the
left.
tank. Always used ramen.
They're so certain that this
I
is
guess
what to
it's-
do.
I guess this is edible.
Wait a second. I'm fucking here. I'm.
Yeah. So you literally see like this hulking machine just like dashing around the ship.
Gran, you don't see any Alderaan in nail in the ship.
Okay.
Just piss in a jar and call it good.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna ask the fucking droids, what the hell are you guys doing?
Acquiring old Iranian ale.
Oh, what he said.
As you
We
see,
don't-
like Repo take
you
his
don't-
giant hand and crush the ramen, and then sprinkle a little bit into it.
Wait, you don't understand. We can't just make Alderanian ale.
What are you talking about? Whenever Bruzo needs something, he just grabs some stuff here, some stuff there, and there you go.
It's different.
What
Be too hard.
It's different. It's an alcohol. It needs to be fermented for like years.
Oh, that's okay. We'll put it in the hyperdrive. Put it in there for a couple minutes, zap it right up. Come on, Repo, let's go.
Oh, as Thumper's saying this, like you can see Repo like plunking the concoction on top of the stove, and he's just like turning it on to light it underneath.
I just
You
want to
turning
comlink them.
oil on
This
the
is so
stove?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that
I'm saying
he
like,
put
like a
oil on
container.
the stove.
Yeah, he's putting the container.
He's
Like,
heating oil.
Wait, Paulus, wait.
You wanna, Gran, you wanna stop them?
Explosion.
Yes, wait, no.
Okay, Gran grabs your arm.
You can't put oil on the stove. Stop.
Question.
Oh, he said he did it. I want an
No,
explosion.
no. Like he's starting to do it. So Gran grabs his arm. Question. Gran, why?
Because if you set that oil on the stove, it'll explode. Stop. I set the whole
Calculating.
galley on fire.
This seems logical. And he'll take the concoction off. No fire or no heat applied. He'll start walking out. He'll walk up to Thumper and hand him the concoction. Objective complete.
Thumper smells it. Mmm, perfect.
No.
Just needs a little garnish, and Risky walks in, holding Ven's holocron.
Oh, I've got such a good way to do this though. Pup.
No, not that. It's too big. And he looks around and grabs.
He plucks one of Repo's wires, like one
Yeah.
of the bronze, the copper part of it.
Perfect. All right, let's head back.
Wait. Okay, I need to actually call them now at this fucking point. And
Okay. Lexi, you guys are making small talk with the
Can I
governor.
do something real quick? Can I try something?
What would you like to try?
I'd like to try and use misdirect on her. On the governess.
Okay. Is that opposed by anything?
No, it's a force power.
Didn't you say?
The
Wasn't it
user
opposed
may
by her
spend
force
one
ability?
force pip to make the target at up to short range unable to perceive a chosen person or object of silhouette 1 or smaller.
Okay. Go ahead and make the roll.
I'm gonna do that. And spend that dark side point to make my comm link not visible to her.
Okay. Right as you do that, you do get a comm buzz.
I'm gonna mute it and say out loud, "I'm very sorry this is taking so long. My crewmen must have brought the ale to one of the stores on the 4th level, I believe. They'll have to be heading over there to pick it up, so they probably went to get the labor droid from the ship."
I see.
Once again, I profoundly apologize
Okay.
for this.
Okay. Paulus, is there any? I'm fucking. I need to. Can I make like an athletics roll or fucking something to like sprint?
If you want to sprint, go ahead and make an athletics. We'll do 2 purples.
What's our small talk like with Governor?
Yeah. Can we get
Nice
some?
weather we're having, aren't we? In space.
Athletic success.
She is very terse, and Pask is like just like a cartoon. He's in the corner, like sweating. He's tugging at his collar. He's like wiping sweat from his brow. It's like-
You know, this ship is remarkably clean for such a center of labor.
You mean station?
Yes,
I'm
that's what I said.
far above the ship captain's position. Thank you. Yes, well, we have a number of deckhands on hand to aid in various maintenance activities.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we met a few. They seem to enjoy life on this station.
It's not ideal, but we make it work with a few necessary maneuvers here and there.
Of course, whatever is necessary to keep the operation running smoothly.
Smoothly and pleasantly.
Of course.
Have you tried the bantha cheese?
No, no. I
Oh, I
used to eat
have.
this
It
all the
was
time on
delicious.
Alderaan. It's. Can I? Might I? May I?
Please do.
How does it taste?
Depends on your
stinky
palate.
cheese.
Roll for palate? No, it's good. It's odd, but it's good.
Is it a stinky cheese?
Bruzo's eating something off of every tray that's come around.
One of the political droids comes up to you and says, "Sir, you have had enough."
I apologize for my Athorian friend. His
Meanwhile, we
appetite-
jump cut. Go ahead.
it's just making small
Jump
talk.
cut to Gran like bolting through the station hallways. Thumper and Risky are like trying to keep up with him. Repo doing like long strides.
Are they
Um,
like still having their disgusting concoction?
Yeah, Thumper's trying not to spill anything, but there are drops being left like all down the hall as like deckhands and Imperial security personnel and various civilians just kind of stare at them bolting down the hall.
Paulus, if it seems like the two of them are lagging, I'm just gonna scoop both of them up.
Okay, they continue to do leg running motions, even though they're
You just
up
like
off
grab
the
their
ground.
heads.
Yeah. Where are you running, Gran?
To the stores on the 4th floor.
Okay.
On
You
the
see
froth floor.
a few stores still open. Pask's Oddities is closed.
Is there a store that sells alcohol? Fuck, I didn't hear everything that Lexi said. Fuck.
Go ahead and make a perception check. That'll be 2 purples.
You got this.
You got this, Gran.
You got
Got
this.
this, Grant.
Yes!
You got
Yes!
this.
You got it!
It does appear to be. A small cantina.
All right, I'll get in and like kind of before I once I enter the door, like stop, catch my breath, and then go up to the bartender and ask, "Do you have any Alderanian ale?"
We do, but can I see your age identification, please?
Why is Gran a tiny baby?
Fuck.
I'm just kidding. We went away with that a long time ago. That'll be 10 credits.
Hmm.
Yeah, here he'll pass him 10 credits with the lipstick marks on
Ye-
them.
Hands you a glass.
Oh. Shit. Actually, can I have some? Is it possible for me to get maybe a bottle to go?
I suppose. It's hard to come by though. That'll be 100 credits.
I'm willing to pay that.
Okay.
And then take the
And you
cup
have
And
too.
I'll fucking give him like 10 more credits as a tip. Fuck it.
He gives you a nod.
Good guy, Gran. Always tipping.
Are you gonna run out immediately?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, give me a coordination check with 2 purples.
I swear, if you drop this,
And
Oh, why?
I'm gonna upgrade the difficulty with dark side. So 2 purples upgraded once.
I believe in Gran.
Coordination.
Yes.
Oh wait, fuck.
You-
Okay.
Oh,
As you. Oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't
upgraded
up-
once.
I didn't upgrade the difficulty. Hang on.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
please, please, God, please, Jesus. No. Wait, advantage, advantage.
As you bolt out, you see Repo and Thumper and Risky, definitely larger than the size of the doorway, come running into the bar. You dodge out of the way, but you dodge out of the way of Repo, but Thumper's concoction, unfortunately, has a tumble and gets slathered all over your clothes.
how's the wine? Fuck, as long as it's safe.
The wine's fine. The wine's fine.
Okay,
But you're
I'm gonna-
covered in this very strange mixture of materials.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking grab Risky and Thumper.
Quick, we gotta go back to the ship. We gotta make another one.
No, that's fine. Send him back to the ship.
Come on, Gran, let's go.
Repo, you need to give them the Eldorani wine. I don't know why the hell they need it, but they freaking need it for some fucking reason.
He'll stop, look at Thumper, look at Gran, look back to Thumper. Is this ale?
This is actually ale. Trust me, I'm an organic. I'm human.
Thumper leans in close to Repo and says, I don't know if we can
Oh
trust this.
Repo's trying to sabotage my mission. He doesn't want to work for the rebellion.
Do you want to have them make a check?
Yeah, because I think like Repo understands that in the chain of command, Thumper is number 2. Thumper's saying that he's back.
Okay, so that would be.
He's one intelligence.
It's not deception, it's not charm, it's not negotiation. I would say that's a cool check. So, Gran, go ahead and make a cool check. And the difficulty. What do you want the difficulty to be, Repo?
5 purple.
I mean,
3 purples upgraded
it would
twice.
be against my. What would be my?
You want to make it opposed? It would be against your discipline, probably.
My discipline? Oh God.
Oh no, that's your like.
Boy, if you don't.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess it would be against my discipline. So it's. So, if you want me to roll it, Paul, or do you just want to set the difficulty that?
That's the
way?
difficulty.
It would be whatever 2 yellows and 1 green is.
2 reds and 1 purple.
2 reds and 1 purple.
Okay.
You can spend a
Jesus.
light side point if you'd like to, Gran.
Sweet
Why does
baby
why
Jesus
does
in
Repo
heaven.
have so much discipline?
And friendly
Repo
upgrade
cannot have
once.
that much discipline.
So upgrade once on the light side,
Yes.
Yes.
and that's cool, right? I'm doing
Cool.
cool.
Yep. Against 2 reds and a purple. With 1 good. Repo, whether or not she's in position of authority, or he's in a position of authority, he does seem to be sincere.
Okay. Bumper, you and Risky should return to ship and make new ale. We will take this substitute to Commander Lexi.
Alright, we're on it.
He'll
Repo.
start. He'll step out of the door and turn to Gran. Crew, mate, Gran, please, lead the way.
Oh fuck.
Jump cut back to the governor's quarters. Where did you say your ship was docked?
It was an A word. On one of the lower levels, it's far from here.
I see, I'm just worried about your cleaning boy.
Believe me, I am too.
Pask, you have such odd friends. Yes, but that is comes in my line of work. You've seen my store. Yes, I suppose I have. She takes another sip from her drink, stares expectantly.
It's classic music.
So, how did you
Okay.
come to run this station?
The sector.
Yes, the sector, the station.
Are you native to this sector?
No, I'm from Coruscant.
Really?
Oh, of course.
Of refined taste and breed. I was given this position because the Empire needed someone of my particular skill at administration to ensure that mining operations here ran smoothly.
That is respectable.
How did an Athorian, a Nautilin, and a Zeltron end up selling ale on Alderaan? This is a story I would love to hear.
Well, you see,
Yes, it's a complicated story, but if Your Excellency wishes to hear it, I'm sure they can regale you about that particular encounter.
it all started on. Believe this or not, it all started on Tatooine. In a cantina, actually. Me being the member of the upper echelons was searching for some new vendors to sell my ale from. I was adopted to a family on Alderaan. Of course, Eltrons aren't necessarily native to Alderaan. That would be silly, right? But
Stares at you blankly.
in comes rushing this Ithorian, right?
Oh,
Right,
yes.
Plant? Yes, comes rushing in. Having just tasted the most wonderful, Corellian
Are
whiskey.
you sure this is how the story began?
Maybe the bantha cheese is messing with my head. Plant, do you recall?
Well, I remember I used to travel to Alderaan for different conferences and things in my previous line of work, and I just fell in love with the ale there. Paige, I thought your family actually owned a brewery, right? Your adopted family?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm mistaking. I meet a lot of people. I have many Ithorians working with me. I was a different Ithorian on Tatooine. No, Plant came to a testing at my family's ale brewery and fell in love with me and the ale, of course. I'll do a little faux pas laugh.
She stares at you blankly.
Where
Can we
is
make
this
some
ale?
checks, Paul? Can Lexi make a charm check? Why
You
are you
can.
torturing us?
You can. However, this will be at disadvantage because of the nature of the story. So go ahead and make a charm check,
Alright.
and it's going to be modified by her. Discipline. So 2 reds and a purple. However, you have a black.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Oh God.
Okay, keep telling your story.
Well, Plant, believe it or not, has written a number of articles on different types of alcohol throughout the galaxy.
It's true.
And his article was so stellar that my parents hired him on to assist me with sales.
She stared at you blankly.
And that's how I met Plant.
And
see.
the Nautilin was just a A skilled
We've
pilot
just
that we
hired
at some-
the
He's just a
Nautilus.
chauffeur.
Chauffeur. Yes.
You notice
Great
that
pilot though.
all the while there's been a protocol droid in the back who's been typing things on a datapad.
All
You
right.
motherfucker.
That's your despair.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
You hear a commotion outside the door. Gran, you went up to the door and there's two security personnel who give you an odd look.
Repo will be clanking quite swiftly behind him.
Okay,
Hold! Droids have to stay outside. Governor's orders.
I'm still covered in shit.
Yeah.
Want to
Come
ask?
to us. No, I can't say that. I'm sorry.
I am required, or this unit is required to escort this organic.
Are you required to dress him too?
Get wrecked.
He stinks.
He'll look at him. This unit has no sensory protocol.
Does that unit have some credits?
Wait, is there any way I need to speak with Miss there was a group that just walked in and I need to speak with the Nautilin amongst them.
Very well. Hold here. You guys see one of the security troopers enter in and whisper something to the governor. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'll say, Mike.
Plant, Page, and Mike. Okay. Mike, there's someone to see you.
Oh, well, I had best go to them then. And he'll bow and quickly step outside.
You see Gran covered in filth and
You're
Rico.
giving this to them. I've gotta go and take a shower. Okay.
Ben'll look extremely confused, but he'll actually, like, upon coming out, he'll probably smell him first, and he'll probably hold his
Yeah.
nose. And,
See, the troopers are doing the same.
yeah, he'll hold his nose and kind of waft away the smell and take the whiskey quickly. And probably wipe it with his, he'll probably wipe some of the grime off of it, or attempt to, so he doesn't have to handle, like, this greasy bottle. And then he'll head back in, and he'll say, "It seems that our cleaner boy has retrieved the ale for you." And he'll kind of walk over and hand it to the governess and kind of bow.
Okay, then make a cool check with 2 purples.
All right. Ooh, bean.
Oh man.
I see. She examines it. This is a rather recent vintage.
Ven will say, "I'm afraid I'm not a ale person. These two would be."
Of course, she turns to Brizo. Do you produce the ale or simply transport it?
Well, our role is simply to transport it, but it's Miss Page's family who produces it on Alderaan.
Right, yes, you did say. What family was that? I have some connections on Alderaan.
Oh, do you really?
Oh, she's not from any of the noble houses or anything like that.
We're very independent, homebrewed kind of thing. We're working on building up our status.
I see. May I presume this is a gift?
Yes, of course, of course. Why would
Thank you.
I wouldn't dare think of charging for this.
Good.
I apologize. The cleaner boy does not know a good vintage if it hit him in the face. So, if this is
Well,
of
some
subpar,
kind of
I am
vintage hit me the
truly
face.
desperately sorry.
Some kind of vintage.
Yes, well, perhaps he does deserve to be hit in the face.
I will see to it.
Was it not good? Can we flip a light side point to have a taste really good?
This is unrelated to the taste. This is something else about her.
Oh.
Yes, so you're here, and I'm here. We are business people of a kind. Tell me, what can Governor Poole do for you?
Well, the ale running business, we don't have any more scheduled deliveries for a while, and I believe we were looking for work. I guess I look at Lexi.
Yes, our ship is very well prepared, and our labor is very efficient. Top high secrecy, of course. We are cheap, also.
I see. Well, I have nothing to transport apart from the ore which goes to the Empire. I am always looking for various luxuries, though.
Yes. Such as.
Should variety of items. Should you happen upon anything that you feel would be of particular interest to me, food and wine being particular delicacy on this station due to its rarity, I could see to it that your ship would be given clearance priority and your crew accommodations.
That would be so wonderful, and we shall do our best to produce some sort of delicacy worthy of a governess of your stature.
I see. Pask kind of clears his throat. Was there anything else you wished to ask the governor?
Do we ask them straight up about the... Well,
Ven is kind of fumbling with
we heard rumors amongst the deckhands of a highly secretive convoy coming in soon.
She raises an eyebrow. Rumors among the deckhands. Who is this?
Well,
Just between friends, of course.
oh yes, of course. We would not dare intrude. I believe it was the Union of...
I didn't catch their names, but
They had
There's
large tattoos on their biceps. They seem to match.
Well, I could certainly do with inspecting some biceps.
oh, she's that kind of lady. And flesh.
Though she tries to play that off.
Of course.
There may be such a convoy coming through. What interest do you have in its presence, or lack thereof?
Well, as loyal subjects of the Empire, we would wish to assist in any way, shape, and form with the, well, efficient transport and classified nature of any shipment coming in.
Are you looking to represent one of the work gangs?
Perhaps. Perhaps, yes. Then our pilot is highly trained in flying.
I assure you I am not in charge of the convoy.
Oh no, of course, but just throwing that information out there. I suppose the main deciding factor would be the contents of said convoy.
As a loyal subject of the Empire, it's my job to make sure things go through the proper channels.
Oh yes, of
That
course.
can take time.
Plenty.
But I have certain tools at my disposal, which for moderate sum may provide you with such information, provided no connection remains to my governorship.
Well, my lady, second we finish with whatever convoy, escort, mission, job, deckhand, labor, we would almost instantly forget anything we've done. Correct? Are we in agreement with this
I should hope so.
plan? Yes?
Then we'll nod very vigorously.
We only wish to see the success of the Empire by any ways, shape possible.
Of course you do. She gives you a knowing look, but hold out her hand expectantly.
I will reach into my pocket and give her 1,000 credits.
Okay.
And
think-
I slap her 5. Just kidding, just kidding.
Don't meme now. You're gonna fuck it up.
I've heard things. The convoy, it's called the Purrgil Hall, carries sensitive cargo of varying natures through this, the Purrgil route, to forward stations, bases, headquarters, places of operation. Cargo changes in each rotation. But I have word that there are some particular items of note.
Such as?
A traitor from the rebellion. This burgeoning rebel alliance
I will.
Bruzo
has
scowls.
decided to return into the fold.
I
He is
applaud him
being
for his bravery. In
Transported for debriefing. There is also let us say a political individual, a politician noted on his world for his position of neutrality in this burgeoning conflict. He is being transported to ensure his system's
Loyalty,
loyalty, of course.
of course.
And finally, there are rumors of some weapon, or part of a weapon, just being transported to a secure facility.
Curious. Well, anything for the strength of the Empire, of course.
Hmm.
Oh man,
Here, here.
I forgot to downgrade that charm check because of my attire. But I could have helped. Alright. Yes. Well, that is very curious. I'm glad to see a rebel returning to the fold. And loyal Imperial subjects. Maintaining a neutral stance. Or perhaps also coming to the fold.
Good.
We would love to assist in any way we can with this.
I will contact you when the convoy has arrived.
Much obliged, my governess.
She nods, and then beckons for you to leave.
Get up and leave.
Ask,
I get up and leave.
is walking backwards to the door, just continuously bowing.
Just continuously to
Your
everyone.
Excellency, of course, Your Majesty, Your Grace, Your Governess. Yes, yes. So he backs out, and the door closes. Okay.
Bruzo grabs some more cheese off a platter.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Nope. Sorry, on my way out.
Alright, heading back to the ship.
Yes. Back to
Ren
the
is
ship.
already taking a shower and like using all the soap there is in the world.
Wow.
Wow.
Bring that back.
Does
There we
Lexi
go.
have special soap for her sensitive skin?
Of course.
I've got
I'm not
some,
using Lexi's soap.
Super special soap.
You gotta. This is like oil. You gotta use dish soap.
You bastard.
Yeah,
I've
she
got
is
some like
com-
mint
he is
stuff in
com-
my garden.
Oh.
That was,
Don't use Ven's soap.
I'm so sorry.
Bruzo,
Um,
that was the most painful thing I've ever done.
I forgot what our thing was.
I'm
And-
sorry that the ale didn't show up. I hope the bottle was sufficient replacement.
Yes, Thumper. That was sufficient replacement.
Good work,
You-
soldier.
you
It
did
went over
well,
great.
soldier.
Alright, I'll make sure to follow the same protocol next time.
Please,
Wait,
Follow in my
Josh.
guts. And he
Attaboy.
points to his
Wait,
stomach.
As far
What
as
do I-
we know, Thumper got us, yell, so whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Good work.
Thumper and Risky have bonded with Repo after that that
Yeah.
encounter. +5
Nice.
relationship points.
Oh,
Families
Ven-
coming together.
You guys do see there's like random stuff all over the place. There's like mixtures, there's some Bacta,
the
some
holocron's
oil.
lying on the floor.
Holocron is like right here on the
Yeah,
floor.
Ben's gonna
Ooh,
see that,
I
and he's
picked that
going.
up. What's this?
Ven,
Can
Wait,
Bruzo
who
make a
did-
discipline check to open the holocron?
If Ben doesn't force move it into his hand first.
Ven will force move it into his hand.
Okay, make the roll.
Combat. Force. Move.
Ooh.
It zooms past, almost hits Risky in the head. Right into Ven's open palm.
Ven will say, we can't go. Ven will say, this needs to stay hidden. If anyone ever learns that we have this, we'll be in deep trouble.
Deep trouble.
More trouble,
trouble, huh?
than we are now.
More
We
trouble?
don't need to. We don't need to add a list,
Really?
a greater and greater list of things we are in trouble for.
I
we
don't
already have
think
enough.
we could get into more trouble than we possibly are right now. Ah. Well, we've got 2 days. We'll wait for her call. Let's just try to calm down, everyone. I'm calm right now.
Then we'll
Freaking
say,
Negative. Your sensory readings are off.
I don't need your droid lingo right now.
Risky and Thumper are bumping up and down. They're like, another trip, another trip, another trip.
Ven's going to say, I need to take a few minutes, and he's gonna just go into. He's probably just gonna go into his room and just meditate with the holocron to try to pop in.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Lord.
Risky and Thumper are the equivalent of like 8-year-olds high on sugar.
Yeah, they are eternally
Right
high
now.
on sugar.
They're just so
Yeah.
happy that they got to be helpful.
Helpful. Helpful.
It was very
Alright.
helpful. Very helpful.
We're the
Yeah.
droids. We're helping.
Alright then, well, I don't know. I don't have to do anything in the next couple days.
I would like to maybe just wander around the station a little bit. See if I can find like some plans for it or something. I don't know.
Some plants?
Plans?
Plans?
Yeah. Just to Like some professional curiosity, some like.
Wait,
What if I have to come
plant?
back here sometime?
Plans.
Plants or
plans.
What do you mean?
With Tame?
What? Plans for what? What do you mean?
I just want to like look around the station.
Maps. Ven would probably go back.
Okay, yeah.
Ven would go back to the curio shop. Probably at some point.
Okay. Gran, what do you say when you exit the refresher and come see the crew?
Is he just in a
Did
towel?
did whatever it is you were trying to do work?
Yep.
I don't know. You did?
Good work, soldier.
Okay. The droids dumped me with oil, but it's
Whoa.
okay.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Negative. It was ale.
No. No. You.
Finest ale we've ever cooked up, soldier.
Cooked up.
They came into the ship, grabbed a bunch of oil, grabbed a bunch of bacta, grabbed a bunch of ramen and a bunch of other shit.
Ven,
Everything
put it
a
in-
organic requires.
Yeah, we
Ven-
were original. We didn't have to go to a store to make it.
Ven's gonna poke his head and say, "Wait a second," and he's gonna look at Gran and say, "So that was why you smelled so bad."
I went to a cantina to buy the bottle, and then when I left the door, I ran into those three who were carrying their bucket of shit, and
Whoa.
it spilled on me.
So wait, how much Bacta do we have left?
We just took a liter.
Okay.
Okay, that's a nice
Some
Probably
oil, some
restock.
parts, some wires,
I need to go lie down.
some dust. A couple of small rodents we found in the back.
Oh my
I'm
Jesus.
just gonna like flop onto my bed. Scream.
Womp womp.
Into the pillow. Just-
Alright, good.
So we just derping around for 2 days?
Yep, pretty much.
Is
Yeah,
there
Ven-
like
The crate
Ven-
didn't have any
what the
damage?
heck is there for entertainment
does.
on this place?
Oh my.
There was a
shit.
cantina.
I don't want
there's-
to go to a freaking cantina.
Crate Fang is fucked up.
There's a cantina. There's probably like a gambling den-like place. And for fun, I'll say there's like an arcade style thing as well.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go to that.
Okay, Gran's going to the
Ven-
arcade.
Ven will go back to the
1,500
curio.
credits on an arcade.
Wait, before anyone splits up, Bruiser wants to approach Lexi and Ben and say, we should probably try to get some credits together to get the ship fixed before we take off.
I'll go dance.
And I'll nod and say,
I need to relax anyway.
well. I suppose I can't exactly be a chauffeur here like I was in Corellia.
Gambling?
Maybe there'll be good tippers here. I'll see what I can do. There's not a
Then
whole lot.
I'll,
We don't have a whole lot of time to make money here anyway.
Then I'll say
Yeah.
I can put my credits towards it as well. I have, and he'll fish around. And he'll say, I have about 4,000. I can probably spare for the ship,
Respectable.
though I will be lower on credits for other things then.
What are those credits going towards?
I want to see if we can get the ship repaired.
Okay. It is currently at
16
Yeah, I remember.
out of 22.
Yeah, I remember being pretty fucked up.
16 damage. How much would you like to heal?
How much is it going to cost to heal all of it?
It's 500 per point.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I can if I give 4K, that's 8 points.
Yeah.
That's half of it. So I'll do
That's
that.
pretty good.
Right. It's down to 8.
Um,
Can I try to heal more with like my tiny bit of salvage I have left? Can I
think
try
you
to
only,
fix it?
You only have 100. Yes, actually, you can. That is a thing you can do.
Wait a second.
Though it can only be done once per after each combat thing. Like there's only so much you can do.
So it's like a
without
first
proper-
aid.
Yeah. But it's like you can't. Yeah, you can't just keep. Yeah.
Fixing it, yeah.
Okay, so temporary repairs, mechanics, and it's either 3 purples or 4 purples. Since you've already spent some on getting it fixed down to 8, I would say it's 3 purples
Nice.
on mechanics, and I will repair 1 for each success.
Bruzo. Bruzo.
Do I have
Bruiser.
tools for this? I've only got one repulsor
yeah.
clamp.
Paul, can Repo help him?
You can assist for a blue. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 1 blue.
During this time, Repo will take a very keen interest in mechanics, Bruzo. Like he'll be your Chewie to your Han Solo, trying to fix up Great Fane, just like all over the top, trying to use his new attachment in his arm and that type of thing.
Oh, but I already have Thumper.
I mean,
No, I'm kidding.
Thumper is a shooty droid.
Yeah, he is.
Do you have anything for ship repairs? Any tools for ship repairs?
I don't think so. Just my normal mechanic stuff, and then
Yeah.
the repulsor clamp isn't enough by itself to lift the whole ship. That doesn't
Correct.
give me the bonus.
Yeah. That would be good for
You
like the speeder bike, but
You need to supercharge the repulsor clamp.
Hey, what did we name Ven's speeder bike that we haven't used yet?
Crate fin.
crate fin.
Fen.
Can we call it Finn? Finn's better.
Crate fin.
Yeah, Finn.
Okay.
Because it has big fish fins on it.
Right.
What?
uh-oh.
I'm sorry?
Wait a minute. What?
Wah.
Wah.
Yeah, you try to do some repairs, but unfortunately,
Repo pulls the wrong wire.
You got a fuck ton of advantage.
you did
whatever
get
that
enough
means.
advantage that I'll say you can reroll again, but just add another black. Just add a black, yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Do it.
'Cause that's 5. That's a lot of
Do it.
advantage.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Paul, would that count as an encounter we could have healed strain after?
Yeah, everyone can do discipline at cool.
Discipline.
Oh!
Oh,
That's exactly what I needed.
a big. That was you screaming into the pillow. That was.
me screaming into the
Yeah.
pillow.
Need fan art for that.
Yep.
Alexi scream.
Discipline.
Okay, 2 hull trauma will be repaired.
Nice.
Nice.
So we
We're
just
down
need-
to 6.
Yeah,
All right, that's a lot more reasonable than 16.
yeah, and you don't need to. I mean, are you expecting combat, ship combat?
Hopefully not, but
It's just nice to be
Yeah.
prepared.
No, definitely, it's good. To
I
have
don't.
that.
After Heather, most of this mission's gone. I don't.
Be prepared for the worst.
That was great, though. That was great.
That was awesome.
Okay,
It's hilarious. I wasn't expecting that at all.
then what would you like to purchase from Pask?
Oh, Ven was gonna try to look at the
Melt
puzzle
the
and
urn.
Try to
Look at the what?
The puzzle and try to. Brizo was able to attempt to solve it.
Yep, discipline 3 purples.
Discipline. All right. 3 poipies. No.
You can recover 2 strain.
Wait, 2 strain. What?
Yes, from the rings. You feel relaxed.
Oh,
Paul's diving right into unlimited power. Just saying that.
interesting. All right.
Love it.
Up in...
I
Up in
didn't
cheesers.
metagame at all with it. Did I? I'm just remembering it, Paul.
Ven will. Wait, I feel relaxed from this.
Yes.
Ven will say.
Well, it's like, if you like stress, just like doing something with your hands. Like a stress ball or something like that. Even though you can't solve the puzzle ring puzzle. It's a relaxing, endeavor.
No.
What happens when we do solve it?
I don't know.
Ven will say, how much for this puzzle?
800 credits.
That's a lot for a puzzle.
Then I'll say, oh, that's a large amount for a puzzle.
They're quite rare and known as Thesbiasian puzzle rings.
Hmm.
Oh no, sorry, 600, not 800. I was thinking something else. They are also very big. They're very big rings. Rather bulky.
Then we'll, say, I just had to spend, some money on the ship. Could you bring it down to maybe, 500?
A negotiation against his, so that's 3 reds.
Oh gosh, this is gonna go horribly.
Must believe.
Why did I do this?
I believe in you.
3 reds?
Me too.
Or what? Was it 3 reds?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh, like,
man.
It's
why?
unfortunate.
What is with the despair chains today?
Lots of reds we've been rolling.
It seems a little bit out of your price range. Maybe something cheaper. I have some party tricks here.
And I'm gonna put it down, and he'll say, he'll look curiously at the urn, the ashes.
He comes up to you and says, "Look, if you don't mind me saying so, you all came very close to being discovered for whatever you are.
Then we'll,
The Covenant
say,
can be bought, but she is no fool."
then we'll say, I apologize for our actions. Our intel was, not the clearest.
I see. Now I must attend to restocking my shop.
And we'll, of course, and he'll, leave. Why did I do that? God damn it. I'm never gonna negotiate ever again. I'm just
No,
gonna
it's just
buy
that
it.
he's very... Because these are set items that are already in the shop, his negotiation is really high. These are like endgame, like, really useful items that are...
Yeah,
are
but I
very
could have
hard to
just
get.
bought it for the 600.
You could have, yeah.
I had 600. Fuck, alright, you
Play
know what?
Puffin Kelpos with us on the TIE Fighter.
In that case, I mean, he will sell it to you for 700 if you...
I don't have 7. I just spent most of my money repairing the ship.
Lexi, do you want to dance?
Yeah. You want to update my icon? It's got to be accurate. I'm sorry.
It's gotta be...
Accurate.
Accurate.
There we go.
I'm gonna go heat up some pizza real quick, and Ven's is probably gonna be wandering. while I
It's
does
cool, that kind of looks like the, Rebellion / Jedi
Kind of does.
icon.
Which one?
Your picture.
Does it really? How so?
Like
Yeah, the cape.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
it does kind of
one
actually.
right there.
Yeah. Maybe she was Rebellion sleeper cell after the double sleeper cell play. I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
even see it coming.
Do you want me to play that out, or,
I do have a
have you roll
song.
for the...
I do have a song
Okay.
that I like. This one.
See if it's on
I
Fanburst.
checked on Fanburst already for it.
Okay.
It's.
And if you could send me the Fanburst, not the link, but the title on Fanburst, so you can get
Yeah.
that specific one.
Let me go on to it, make sure, because it wasn't by the artist.
Yeah.
It was by like some. It was like LKGJ.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Oh, Billy Joel this time.
Yeah, man.
Dancing time.
Okay, describe how your, yeah.
She's spinning around and acting like Virginia in the song. Like, kind of like telling the story along with good old Billy. Like, you know, build the temple, build up the temple, and then like does a little prayer sign at the top of it. Only the good die young, and then does some spinning with only the good die young. Stuff like that. Only the good die. Mingles with the crowd. Yes. And like, you know, shooting motions for dangerous crowd and stuff like that.
Cool. Okay, give me a charm. 2 purples.
2 purples. I get a blue for my attire though.
Yep, you get all your buffs and such.
All my buffs and such. Devil that's in the sun. Only the good die.
Nice. What would you like to do with the triumph?
Oh, that's. I like the heart. That's a great question. Could. Is there like anyone interesting in the? No, he's dead. Is there anyone interesting watching me dance? Or
I'll say Ref is there, Pask is there, various other kind of notables.
okay. Notables, okay.
The governor shows up.
The governor.
If you want to spend a
Space
triumph for
Station
that,
Cantina.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Have the governor show up.
she walks. Sometimes she mingles with the common folk.
Of course.
Wait, but we didn't say you were a dancer.
I'll make something up.
And she actually is quite intrigued and starts clapping along with the others.
Nice.
Um,
Maybe that'll help.
this is Thumper on saxophone.
Yeah, this is big thumper.
Big thump.
Do like some spinning. Did she ever say, you know, hold up the prayers, that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come out. Flip my fan around in the cape so it's all twirling. I'll give a wink to the various bar patrons and stuff like that. And is there like a microphone stand or something that I could dance around?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just dance around that. Hello, man. The crew's here.
At this point, Lando might as well be in the crowd.
Lando shows up too.
Oh, my boy with Knuckles.
Knuckles!
Is that my boy Knuckles or is that someone else?
That's Knuckles, yeah.
It's Duke
Yeah.
Piddock! Piddock and what's his name? I've got his name in my notes. It's
Hello.
Hey!
Hey, Asher.
Hey Asher! Where'd
He
you
alive?
go? R5!
R5!
He survived!
The Empire didn't kill you.
Lay!
What the heck is Lay doing?
Gran,
watching
your mom's
Lexi
here.
Jack? What the fuck? No, what?
Jack
What
comes back to life!
No, it's
Oh,
just a dead body.
Drac Force Ghost. Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Good. So, let me take a look at your thing. 2 and 3. You will have gained
Get Lay out of there. Why is she still there?
1,000 credits,
Nice. That's a respectable amount.
Respect.
including a tip, 50 credit tip from the governor.
Okay, I'll give a bow to her as she does that.
You can't afford more.
Let's just say Lexi's not her type.
Got him.
She's waiting for those male dancers.
The male dancers, my second character.
Bruiser gets up on stage.
Alright, does anyone have anything else to do on the station?
I was gonna go play arcade games.
Okay. Give me
Thumper
a
and Risky go with him.
coordination. Do you want to, like, bet anything here, or you just want to do it?
Bet.
No, I just
Bet.
wanna.
Bet.
I just want to play video games.
Okay, coordination 1 purple.
I give Risk and Thumper their 5 credit allowance for the month, and they follow Grant to the arcade.
Oh my god,
Perfect.
Paul.
What kind of arcade games does Gran like?
Probably like some sort of like shooter game. Like I can imagine like either him sitting in one of those like arcades that's like a big,
Like a booth thing?
that's a booth where you sit in it and you're like driving something, or it like where you actually like pick up a gun and like are
Yeah.
shooting stuff.
You do quite well, and you get quite the following of young, a group of young other children of deckhands mostly, or station personnel. The kids don't have a lot of outlets here, and so usually when they're not old enough to join the work gangs, they will kind of hang out in the arcade. Wow, cool! Nice one, man! Oh, yeah!
That's how it's done. I feel cool.
One of them will step up. It's a young, it's a young
Solution.
Felution? What do Felutions look like?
A young droid.
There's a young human
Zabrak's son.
who. Okay, yeah, there's a young Zabrak who walks up and says, "I bet I can beat him. How'd you like to put down some credits, old man?"
Gran will like laugh and be like, "Sure, kid, let's do this."
Don't do it. Jake's the best gamer on the station.
On the block.
He's the best.
He holds a high score. He's so cool.
Jake
There's
held
a-
that high score for months.
There's like an old, aged Ithorian man running the arcade, like behind the counter. Oh, them kids! I love your arcade games.
Playing your video games. Back in my day, all we'd had is a stick.
Okay, so this will be opposed coordination.
All right.
And he has 2 purples. Coordination 2 purples. For a bet of how much do you want to bet?
50 credits. Do it.
Sure, I
Jake-
can spare 50 credits.
Jake's got that kind of change.
50 credits, that's a month's allowance. You're going down.
You're about to take this kid's allowance.
Jake, you can
for a
do it.
month.
All right,
Flip a light set
coordination 2 purples.
Yep.
Flip a light set point.
I don't need to flip
Didn't
a
even
light
need
switch.
it. She's so coordinated right now.
They do the thing in that one rap
from
video.
from Adventure Time? Not Adventure Time, regular show?
I was gonna say from
That video. The kid,
rap.
like, falls over.
the rap
Oh,
video. I followed that
but I'm not a
video.
rapper.
Um,
Grand dabs like multiple times on them.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. If his brothers were here, dude, this would be a riot. Wait, no. Thumper and Risky are here. They can suffice.
there's a
Thumper hits the deepest dab.
he look. So tell me what your victory pose is.
Flip your hair.
Yeah, it's probably him flipping his hair and then standing
Anime.
with his.
Kickflip on your skateboard.
No, it's him flipping his hair and then putting his hands like on his waist, and, like
You
standing,
hear-
like nodding.
He looks. Did I give him a name?
No.
No.
You said young
I gave him
Zark,
the
is
name
that-
Jake.
Jake. Okay, yeah, Jake. But
Jake
with
the
like
Zabrak.
a Y in there somewhere. He like looks dejected. He kind of puts his head down, and, like walks away. But then and everyone's going wild, and they all like, and you see a young female, Orlatin. I'm uploading a picture right now.
The governess comes in. I'm about to wreck your shit, kid.
No.
It's a young female Orlatin, and you hear the crowd go, "Oh, she's here! She said she gave up games 2 months ago." It's Belga Hertha!
Oh
Belga,
my god!
Belga,
You just triggered me
Belga.
so hard, Paul. You can't do this
Belga,
to me.
Belga Hertha walks up, confidently cracks her large Orlotten knuckles. Says,
I'm having flashbacks.
you ready to face a real opponent?
Oh my. Hang on, I gotta.
She slaps 100 credits down on the arcade machine.
Oh man.
Fuck it, he'll slap 100 credits as well.
Oh man.
Okay.
Don't back down. Mandalorians don't back down.
She will be 3 purple, so it's an even match. Belga, Belga,
Ready, get my,
Belga,
ready, my. I'm gonna get
Belga.
my ass whooped, and it's gonna be perfect.
It's gonna. Oh my god.
Belga, 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 Belga.
Belga.
Oh my god.
Slams his arm into the gaming machine, makes a dent.
I will say, though you technically failed, I will say best 2 out of 3.
Alright.
Belga, Belga, Belga,
Oh.
Oh no.
Belga, Belga. Gran is thoroughly thrashed by this rather large young
Has
Orlotten.
anyone beaten any iteration of Helga Bertha before? I don't
No,
think it's
my-
happened
My
before.
brother got his
Legends.
ass whooped by her.
Oh, I got my ass whooped by her.
She,
Like, wasn't it like a natural 20 to like a net?
It was like a nat
Yes, it
1 to a
was.
nat 20.
It was a
She,
20
like
to a 1,
shattered
yeah.
the table.
it was amazing.
Uh,
A stream of tickets flies out of the machine, but she doesn't even want them. She just kind of confidently
walks away.
strolls off. And the kids are all
Risky,
like,
risky collective.
oh! Risky's grabbing the tickets. All the kids are going crazy. Whoa! And they all like chant her name and like follow her out of the arcade.
Holy crap.
Wow.
So you gained 50, but you lost 100. But new hobby for Gran.
There, soldier. Says Thumper.
Hey man.
Repo, what were you gonna do?
Repo was gonna do some back alley shopping.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Looking for that really pricey one, Paul. Not the knife, but the other one.
Is there
I
a
will
droid
tell you that-
equivalent of death sticks?
The difficulty will be increased because this is like a remote thing. But what's the rarity?
It is a rarity 6.
Okay, so 6 will be up to 7. Luckily, that's the same. It'll be the same roll. So 3 purples on a streetwise. Your turn into the black market. There is actually it doesn't take long to find that there's a thriving black market. It seems like a lot of Imperials here are willing to take a bribe to enable illicit
Okay.
activities. No one seems particularly happy about being stationed here, so they're going to do what they can to kind of get some extra perks.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Bruza, what?
Sorry,
Bruza, you suck at video games.
Bruce was
Suck.
trying to learn to juggle.
You can replace my character again, Paul.
Okay,
get the
you
chance.
will get the item for the listed price.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Repo will
Thanks,
give,
buddy.
give the buyer credits and walk away without, typical Repo fashion. Just, hands over the credits, gives it, and walks away without saying thank you or whatever.
Yep.
But,
Does appear that it was a member of one of the work gangs, so it seems that they are armed.
okay.
Perhaps their confrontations sometimes turn violent.
Okay. And would there be a place that I actually no, probably not here. Never mind. Okay, I won't press my luck.
Anyone else going to do anything on the station?
I think we might be good.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
a roller coaster right there.
That was amazing, is what that was.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably a good place to. We can cut this one in half. This is a good place to stop here, unless everyone
Alright.
unless everyone wants to keep going. but
I mean,
no
I'm always
pressure.
willing to keep going, but it's completely
I'm
up to
down.
you.
It's up to you, Paul, if you're getting too hot, though.
It is like up in 90 degrees, but I mean I can keep going. I just don't want to, like, I know you guys might be tired. Fitz, you might be tired.
I
Alright.
had a espresso before we started, so I'm good.
I don't want to pressure anyone. Barry, you want to keep going? Brandon?
Keep going with what?
Yeah, I'm fine.
The session.
Yeah.
I'd estimate another 1.5 to 2 hours probably.
Das ist fine.
Das ist gut.
If you'd rather not, we can split it up.
I'd rather not, to be
Okay.
honest. I gotta work tomorrow again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Respect.
That means we can do more with the ship next time. Okay. Good. Be on the lookout in the group chat for a poll about times for the next session. I don't think there are any conflict gains this time.
I got one from using a dark side
Yeah,
point.
right. Okay, so that. Experience.
Everyone
It
gets
didn't-
negative
I got my,
5.
No, it didn't do
I
much.
actually did my motivation for once. It's been like forever
Yep.
since I did that.
Okay. Everyone 10 XP, like so you can get an additional 2.
Yay! I can
Hey.
get my. I needed one extra to get a Puppin Makashi technique.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So now you can use a lightsaber really good.
And then if everyone can message me for play the game.
Oh, Jesus.
There are plenty of roles. Or if you want to talk about it, we can throw out some suggestions as well first.
All right.
I know what I want mine to be.
Uh,
Can we get a?
can we get a
Grand buying the.
Grand
ale.
getting the
Yeah.
All right, everyone, send me your suggestions.
Yep.
suggestion?
Get suggested, kid.
Get suggestionated.
Oh man.
All right, the winner is Gran. The ale / mad dash. Recovering for the
I still don't even.
dropped ball.
In awe of the mad lad.
I still don't like me personally. I don't even know what that was about.
So when they met with Pask, he told them, he was like, thanks. He basically told them that their cover was going to be, their cover for meeting the governors was that, the governor rather, was that they were Alderaanian ale people.
But we
Also-
completely forgot.
But they completely forgot it and then said things like, we transport things, we smuggle things, we do a lot of different things, large cargo, and so she was just really suspicious, and Pask was like really nervous. And then when they realized it, they like rushed to get some.
Nice.
We probably should have picked some up after he told us that we were gonna be able to
Yeah.
get Army nails. Oh, pup. That was great though.
But extra 3 XP for Gran.
Yay!
Hey,
I'm just imagining slow motion with this music, slow motion, him getting like dunked with the oil slime sludge.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm-
man,
I'm-
can we retcon that some of those kids saw Gran get dunked with the oil, and they totally like ragged on him?
Yeah. That's good. That's a good one, I think.
I think.
No,
I think-
I want to make it canon that him and his brothers used to play arcade games like that all the
Yeah,
time.
I think that's good.
I think that Thumper, Risky, and Repo all need to brew that ale again and
Yep.
serve it to us, and have us not suspect that they served it to us.
Oh,
And then we dismantle them.
Yeah.
Next time will be a continuation of episode 16. Hopefully with infiltration, and then yeah, let's figure out what's going on with the ship
Infiltration.
and so on. Thank you all for playing. It's a good session.
That's
We
great.
rounded it out just about at 4 hours, which is good.
Good. Good. Good.
Stop
Good.
the recording.